So we are now back in time for some more 500 questions going into our fourth part. Do we still have a Jumble here? Jumble?
Yes.
Hello there, welcome back. How you doing?
Okay, I had more to say, but pressure. I forgot already.
Well, yeah, you're sort of going into this situation not knowing exactly what the questions are going to be as well, which is a kind of a weird place to be in, to be honest. But you do at least have 10 brand new categories completely clean to pick from. So there's also that slight advantage to counter out the disadvantage of not knowing what they are right now. So let's cut to the big screen because we still have that one part of the procedure to do where we unfortunately have to say goodbye to Matt. So we have to do this, and then it should advance us straight on into the next 50. And indeed it does. So your next 50 are opening lines, railway lines, halftime, animated sitcoms, Finn statistics, language and linguistics, fun with flags, dance and DJs, and stargaze. This set all comes courtesy from Lewis T. Lewis T is the author of these 50 questions. Some wonderful categories, some wonderful questions behind it. So opening lines, railway lines, half-time, animated sitcoms, Finns, statistics, language and linguistics, fun with flags, dancing to DJs, stargaze. So, lingo. What was I on about? I'm talking about a different author coming up later down the line. No, Lewis T is the author, and Jumble, you are the first to pick from this set of 50. Actually, let me quickly check the donations before we do continue on. Were there any donations that came in while I was occupado? No, actually, we are all caught up on the donation front there. So, we're all ready to go. Let's get straight into this next part of 500 questions. Jumble, what category intrigues you the most?
I'm actually in the middle of taking statistics for my high school. So of course I'm gonna go statistics first.
Gonna go with some statistics. All right, let's see if the education is paying off for you here. Here comes your first question. When rolling a fair 6-sided die, that is 1 to 6, and a fair 10-sided die that is numbered 0 through 9, what is the most likely sum of the two values rolled? 10 seconds.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, you do the right thing. Start with a number and keep increasing and hope you go the right way. You did go the right way. 8 was the correct answer there. Nicely done. Not the first guess, but that's fine. We still stay in the game. Strikeless. Yes, Whiskers? I'm hearing things behind me, and I don't know what she's doing. She may be having a mad moment. We'll see. Anyway, let's continue on. Next category, what shall it be?
Stargaze.
Stargaze. Here we go. Your first question in that category. The Perseids and the Orionids are examples of which astronomical event? 10 seconds.
Meteor shower.
They are indeed, yes. Great first guess there. 1,000 now added to your bank on that for your first correct guess. And we keep going. Doing well in this set so far. Let's keep it going.
Animated sitcoms.
Animated sitcoms. All right, question is, Trash of the Titans and Life on the Fast Lane are Emmy Award-winning episodes of which animated sitcom? 10 seconds.
King of the Hill. American Dad. Wait, I do not know many sitcoms.
Missing out on that one there. The one with the yellow skin, it's The Simpsons we were looking for there. Yeah, Trash of the Titans was when Homer becomes the sanitation commissioner for Springfield, where his ineptitude, because he's Homer Simpson, pollutes the town and leads to a drastic solution. And Life in the Fast Lane was when Marge contemplates an affair with a handsome bowling instructor. That was one we were looking for there. So, strike on the board, but I think we can easily clear that one away. Do, says chat. Where do we want to go, Jumble, to clear that strike?
Statistics.
Going back to the statistics. All right. Question is, when graphed, Data following which distribution exhibits a shape known as a bell curve? 10 seconds.
Normal.
Brilliant answer, yes. You could have also said a Gaussian distribution as well, but normal, perfect answer we were looking for there. Clear that strike and add 1,000 to your total. Clearly the education is working for you there, Jumble, eh?
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going then. Where do you want to go next?
Language and linguistics.
Language and linguistics. A bit of a tongue twister in itself. Your first question in that category. Taking its vocabulary and grammar from different language families, which constructed language was created by L.L. Zamenhof in 1887? 10 seconds.
Esperanto.
Great guess, yes. Around 2 million people speak Esperanto, with a few people now taught it from birth as a native language. Great guess. 1,000 added to your total, and doing well here, Jumble. Doing very well. What's your next category pick?
Opening lines.
Opening lines. Question there is, who wrote the 1936 poem that begins and is sometimes titled Stop All the Clocks? 10 seconds.
Oh, geez, I know like 0 poem writers.
Guess we're running the clock down to nothing there, unfortunately. Strike on the board. Anybody in chat? Yeah, Aaron getting it. Holograph Shapes also getting it. W.H. Auden, the answer we're looking for there. The formal title of the poem is Funeral Blues, and it goes on to say, cut off the telephone, prevent the dog from barking with a juicy bone. The poem was originally written for a play. So, Strike is back on the board. Are we going back to statistics to clear that?
Let's go back to language and linguistics.
All right, okay. Going back to language and linguistics instead to try and clear the strike. Let's find out. Question is, which American linguist born 1928 helped begin what is known as the cognitive revolution? 10 seconds.
The
answer?
Yeah, I got nothing here either.
And no answer given on that one. A few people in chat chiming in. We're looking for Noam Chomsky as the answer there, who argued that linguistics should be a branch of cognitive psychology. He also thought that the study of language acquisition had important contributions to make to the study of cognition. So, you are now in 2-strike territory, Jumble, which means we've got to pick somebody to pick your next category. And that person is Liswitz, or $5,000 at a spin. Ding, 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 ding. So, Liswitz, could you please make your way to the green room, please? And score counts will be there to sound check you. Big bucks, no whammies, no whammies. Stop! We stop at $5,000 at a spin. That's what we like to hear. Now, I sort of have that. I've got 5,000 doots in a spin on this wheel, actually. But it's not dollars. It's 5,000 doots in a spin, though. Let's wait for Liswitz to be sound checked, and then we'll be all good to go. Hello, Liswitz. Welcome to the game. How you doing?
Not bad, Ash. Seeing we're having all the fun today.
Absolutely, yes. Welcome to the stream, and here we are. We're in 2-strike territory, so you have the duty and ability here to pick Jumble's fate here. All of the categories are available still. Which one do you think is going to knock Jumble out?
The one that I thought when I first saw the list was dance and DJs.
Is that the one you want to pick here, then?
So I think that's what we're going to go with.
Dance and DJs it shall be. Jumble, how are you on your dance and DJs?
No.
No. Okay, well, let's see how well you do here. You do need to get this one correct to stay in the game. Here comes your question. Which American DJ nominated for a Best Dance or Electronica Album Grammy in 2012 throws a cake at an audience member at each of their shows? 10 seconds.
I can't even guess. I literally know 0 DJs.
We're out of time there. So, no answer given there. Liswitz, would you have had an idea there?
Would not have been an idea. I would have said Dr. Dre, but
Dr. Dre. Well, at least it's a guess, but unfortunately not the answer we were looking for here. Only Analingo and Theory and Ben's J all getting an answer there, which was Steve Aoki we're looking for there. Steve Aoki. He was stating that his cake throwing was ways of a tool of expression. Aoki says that he only targets audience members who want it. So I'm afraid, Jumble, you were doing pretty well to start with some nice statistical knowledge. But unfortunately, we have hit 3 wrong in a row, which does mean that you are. But I hope you had a great time here, Jumble.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for playing. We'll see you later. Take care. And we cycle round now to Listwitz. So, Listwitz, now you are here on the hot side of the studio. How do you feel right now?
now the nerves set in.
Now the nerves set in. Exactly, yes they do. Well, let's see if we can settle those nerves a bit. Any categories here, Fancy? Yeah, what do you want to go for?
I see a couple I like and a couple I hate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start, to annoy the crowd, fun with flags.
Fun with flags. All right, here we go. Your first question then is, in modern vexillological terms, what can be seen in the canton of the flags of Tuvalu and Fiji? 10 seconds.
Dragon, tree, the sun, the moon, the stars.
Some good answers, but unfortunately not the one that we are looking for. Oh, yeah, a few people in chat getting this one right. The answer we're looking for is the Union flag. That features there in the top left corner of the flag there. Yes, you could have also said Union Jack, although I know there are a few people that are a few purists will say, why the hell are you calling it that, such a thing? But it's not to see.
That's why I needed Hawaii in the list.
Ah, I see. Well, unfortunately not. Union flag, the correct answer we're looking for there. Strike on the board on question number 1. Let's see if we could fix that up.
All right. Let's go animated sitcoms.
Animated sitcoms. And once again, 1 strike on the board. We hit a battle. So let's pick someone for you to battle against. Mr. Theory of Game. Curtis, please make your way through to the green room. And we'll get you all sound checked and all ready to go for the live studio. Wow, this is going to be a battle. Listwitz versus Theory of Game on a battle in... animated stuff. Yeah, that's going to be really good, isn't it? This is going to be a real fun battle, I think. Just going to wait a moment for Theory Games to get settled in. If you have joined the stream late, you can join in the lobby, but only do so if you think you can join me here as a voice player on Discord. If you do want to join the lobby, though, that lobby code to enter is LYLP, and also get yourself ready on the discord.gg/appbash. Go to that link and set yourself up on the Discord guild ahead of time as well. Curtis, happy birthday to you, good sir.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. Just been hanging out, watching the stream most of the day. It's been a pretty chill birthday.
It's been a pretty chill birthday. Well, thank you very much for spending part or whole of your birthday. I don't know how long it's going to be, but certainly some of your birthday here with me on this stream. I feel very honoured in that regard. Thank you for tuning in. Now, you are here at a wonderful point. We're at a battle situation here with Listwitz. How are you on your animated sitcoms here, Theory?
I'm okay. It's going to depend on which sitcom, because I know there are some that I have not seen, so we'll see.
All right. Well, Listwitz might take that into consideration. We're making the mind up here. So, Listwitz, you are in the hot seat. What would you like to do? Would you like to lead or follow in this battle?
So far, the luck has been with the followers, so I'm going to follow.
You're going to follow. Okay, so that does mean Theory. Curtis, you are going first on this question. Name the 20 characters who have appeared in the most episodes of the animated series of South Park. First names only are acceptable in this case, and for them to qualify in the list, the character must be seen on screen for it to count as an appearance. So, Curtis, you'll go first. 5 seconds.
Kyle.
Kyle is there.
Eric.
Just say that one again.
Eric.
Yeah, that's fine.
Kenny.
Kenny, yes.
I'm gonna say Butters.
Yep,
Stan.
yes.
Satan.
Satan probably does feature, but not in the top 20 list here, I'm afraid.
Not a bad shout. Actually.
It's a good shout. It is a good shout, but unfortunately not on this list that I have in front of me right now. Unlucky. Very unlucky there, Liswitz. Does mean we give you a second strike on the board. Curtis, you get to stick around for a little bit longer, and also you'll have the honour of picking the category on the next question as well. Other guesses you had on mind there, Curtis?
Mr. Garrison.
Yeah, Herbert Garrison is there, yes.
Yeah, I'd be struggling after that.
Okay, let's have a look to see all the other answers we got. So you got the primary characters, that's all we care about, really. Randy, then Herbert, Sharon Marsh, Mr. McKee, Gerald Brolowski, Sheila, Clyde, Stephen, Leanne, Craig, Jimmy, Jimbo Kern, the Token Black, Wendy Testerberger, and Principal Victoria were all the answers we could go for there. So, well done, Curtis. You are through that question, means you get to sit around, and also on 2-strike situation means you are picking the next category for Liswitz. So, Liswitz, sit tight and hope that Curtis is going to give you a good category here. Curtis, which one do you think is going to knock Liswitz out?
I'm scared of a battle, so I'm going to pick something that I would do okay with. Let's go halftime.
Let's go for halftime. It's not a battle, but we do play this thing because it's a triple threat. So, Liswitz, what you are having to do here is give me 3 correct answers to this next question in 10 seconds to survive. Are you ready?
Ready.
Good luck. Here comes your question. Name the 3 musical acts that headlined the Super Bowl halftime shows in 2020 or 2021. 10 seconds.
Timberlake. Snoop Dogg. Oh, yeah, it's this year. Damn it. McCartney.
Yeah, getting the years mixed up there, I think.
I got the years mixed up.
Oh, I hate to hear it. Curtis, any ideas on names?
I'm wondering if it's 2019, but I had Shakira and J-Lo in my head.
That was 2020, yes.
And then I don't remember 2021. So
It's the one he was trying to get out of a maze.
Yeah, the Weekend. Yeah.
It was The Weekend, yes, ladies and gentlemen. The Weekend was the other answer as well in 2021. So, Liswitz, unfortunately, that does mean that is 3 wrong in a row, and that means we have to say that you are gone. But I hope you had a great time.
It was fun. It makes me part of the Ophir Club tonight.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for playing, Liswitz. We'll see you later. Take care.
Thanks, guys.
Goodbye. And once again, the revolving door 500 question studio continues on with Theory Game now taking the hot seat. Curtis, welcome to the hot seat. How are you feeling now that you've assumed the position?
I'm glad I got a battle under my belt, and that at least I can say I've won a battle. But we'll see how the rest of this goes. There's a couple of categories I am dreading here.
Well, let's see how far we can go with this. I've just heard a ding donation come through, so let me quickly check that out before we move on. What does Tiltify say? We have Holy shit, Dev. Also, I've just remembered from last time I also need to do some Richard Quest voices.
I was going to remind you of that.
Dev, £100 donation, you generous sod, you. Your comment there is, if the donation somebody wants to get out of the way, much love to Ash and the whole quizzing community for putting on yet another fundraiser for an amazing charity. Wish I could have thrown my hat in the ring today to answer a couple of questions and hear my yearly... Hang on, I can still press it for you. There you go. Let's hit that time shock incentive. Thank you for the £100 donation there, Dev. And as he does say in his message there, we are approaching 3,000. That is our target to try and make Time Shock 2022 happen. If you can make that 3,000, then we will hit that target. And yeah, I'll promise to do Time Shock at some point in this year. So I need to do some Richard questing. Also, Dev was claiming one of the dual poker chip sets there as well. I was sorting that out once I complete the order on the poker chips website, where I'm getting all the artwork, and that's sorted. But for now, we return back to the game, and I need to get my Richard Quest sorted, and that's definitely going to ruin my voice in a moment. But I'll cross that bridge when we get there. But for you, Theory, we need to start picking some categories and get you off the mark. Where do you want to go to first?
All right. Let's try statistics.
Statistics, here we go then, and here comes my really stupid voice. Your first question on statistics is... Which statistical measure for a set of data is said to be left or right if the mean is significantly less than or more than the median? 10 seconds.
Oh, the range, the mode, the median.
This is not, no. It begins with an S. Anybody in chat know the answer there? Shapes does, car does. We were looking for the skew or skewness of the set of data we were looking for there. Is a strong? Well, that's the first time I said that. There is a wrong on the board that we need to get rid of. Where are we going to get rid of it?
It's a strong wrong, because I was nowhere near it. Let's go animated sitcoms.
Animated sitcoms to right that wrong. Your question is, joining SNL in 2001, which American actress and comedian co-wrote the animated series Duncanville with Mike and Julie Scully? 10 seconds.
Tina Fey, Amy Poehler.
Yes, Amy Poehler is correct. There it is. Yes, Duncanville is an animated comedy series for Fox. It's about an average 15-year-old boy who can see adulthood on the horizon. And we write that wrong, and we don't add anything to your total because it wasn't your first bounce guess. But all we really care about is that we've cleared that strike off the board, really. And you're not going to be an 0 for 3 like quite a few of your fellow brethren. So congratulations on that front.
Hey, goal achieved. Here we go. it's all just playing with the house's money at this point now. Let's go dance and DJs.
Dance and DJs. And I can give my mouth a rest for a time being now. Well, my throat a rest until someone goes for another Richard Quest. Question is... Which French composer of The Tales of Hoffmann sounds like a French DJ duo that released the song Wasted Love in 2021? 10 seconds.
Oh, God. Daft Punk. It's the only French DJ duo I can think of. So, no. Not
It's a good guess, but unfortunately not the one we're looking for, no.
Yeah.
French composer we're looking for there was Offenbach, because if you take one of the F's out, you are then left with the DJ duo called Offenbach. They are consisting of Dorian Laduic and César de Rumel. Yeah, my French pronunciation is a bit of a mess. One wrong on the board. Let's get rid of that wrong. Where do you want to go, Curtis?
Let's go back to animated sitcoms.
Back to the Annie sitcoms, and it's a triple threat. Let me just cough my lungs up first before we go there. So you need to give me 3 correct answers to this question. That question is, name the 3 children of Bob and Linda Belcher in the TV series Bob's Burgers. 10 seconds.
Nope. Not happening. Never watched this show.
You never watched it?
Nope. I don't
Well-
even have a guess.
I'm in the same boat. I've never watched Bob's Burgers either as
Yep.
well. But I know it's a very popular animated sitcom, but I've just never seen it. We are now in two-strike territory. Let's have a look at what we got. So the answer given is Tina plus two others. So presumably presumably there must be some sort of hierarchy where Tina is the only one that's actually worth mentioning. And it's a correct answer. The other two are Eugene and Louise. Again, I don't know. I've never seen Bob's Burgers. These are names to me. These really are names to me.
Those are names, yes.
Ain't Minky in chat is in all caps saying, Curtis, watch Bob's Burgers now. Not right now. We're literally playing 500 questions right now. But after 500 questions,
I'll put it on my list to give it a shot.
Yeah, put it on the TiVo or something. Who remembers TiVo? Right, 2 strikes on the board does mean we need to pick someone to decide who's going to decide your next category. Who's it going to be? It is Flyboy 1. Not seen the name very much recently, but welcome nonetheless. Flyboy 1, are you in the Discord? If so, please make your way to the green room where score count is currently, and we'll get your sound checked ready for stream. If not, then we will be re-rolling. Excuse me. How are we doing? Do we have a Flyboy around? Do say something in Twitch chat if you are in Twitch chat as well, just to make sure that we're aware that you are there. If you're just finding your way to Discord, okay, just join the server. Fair, okay. Oh, there, Flyboy. Okay, I just want to make sure that you are actually there and not just just idling or something and lurking and joining the lobby for a non-voice role, because unfortunately we can't do non-voice roles. You do have to be able to speak to us here, but we are also on the clock, as it were, because we are now at 10 p.m. on a stream that I was expecting to be about 12 or 13 hours long, and it's very quickly looking like it's going to be 15 to 16 hours long, which is kind of crazy to think that that's going to be the case, but we'll just play along as we can. So yeah, if you can make your way into Discord within the next 30 seconds, that would be great. If you can't, then I may have to just force a reroll just so we can get stuff happening right now, rather than waiting along. I know it's a bit harsh saying that, but I'm just in the the courtesy of trying to keep this stream moving. I have to make that decision at some times.
And I guess we should say scroll down and find the green room in the list. It may not be on your screen at the start.
If you're on a small screen or something, then there's quite a few channels to scroll through. But yeah, if you can make your way there very quick, I can see a Flyboy there in the green room, so hopefully we should be all right to play. But we'll see what happens around. Yeah, I have to make these these stupid decisions every now and then and stop people from playing. Only in scenarios where it's more a benefit for the majority, a sort of utilitarian kind of mindset, as it were. I do try and be as inviting as possible. There's not many opportunities out there, to be honest, in the world of Twitch and online streaming where you can just join in, and I am that trusting that I allow pretty much anyone to come in and say what they want. Obviously, you still have to be within Twitch and Discord terms of service, and we do ask you to do that as we do grow in the green room. But there's very few places that actually allow that. Flyboy, welcome to the stream. How you doing?
Oh, thanks. I'm doing very well today.
That's
what
good
about
to
you?
hear. Yeah, doing well. Welcome to the stream. And you are here at a critical point because, Curtis is on 2 strikes. That means one more wrong and Curtis will be out of the game. It is now your duty, as the sideline player here, Flyboy, to decide the next category that Curtis will be playing. So, which category do you think will knock Curtis out of the game?
From the first look, okay, I'll go with Stargaze.
Stargaze. Let's have a look. Okay, so it's a regular question. So, Curtis, You're the one answering this question. If you answer it correctly, you will stay in the game. If you answer it incorrectly, then we will have to say goodbye. You will be... There's the cue. And Flyboy will take your position. Are you ready?
Yep.
Your question then is... From the ancient Greek for a marking with stars, what name is given to a small pattern of stars within a constellation? 10 seconds.
Well, I've had a lovely day.
Don't say that.
No, I have no idea. Not even a
Oh, you hate to see that when that happens.
Yep,
It's like, I've got no clue, and I know what's about to happen.
guess. I saw marking with stars. I'm like, constellation. Oh, wait, that's in the question. Never mind. I'm done.
Yeah, unfortunate there. So that does mean it is a third strike on the board, which does mean you are. But let's have a look at the answer first. Asterism is the answer. Did that ring a bell?
I mean, I guess aster for asteroid, like similar root. But
Yeah, it will have a similar...
I wouldn't have come up with it, so no chance.
So yeah, an example in this case would be an example of an asterism is the Big Dipper, which is part of the constellation of Ursa Major.
Okay.
So now you know. Unfortunately, Curtis, that does mean that is 3 wrong in a row. We do have to say goodbye. You've done very well to get up to this point, but for now, we do have to say goodbye, and you can just enjoy the rest of your birthday without the pressure of everybody watching you.
Yeah.
So you know,
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. Thank you for all you do for this community and for charity and everything. You are amazing, and keep it up.
Oh, you kind person, and you again, Curtis. Stop saying the you stop it. Anyway, thank you very much for playing, Curtis. Take care, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Thank you for PQA. I should have said that. You're right, David. I should have said that. He just disappeared. Flyboy, that does mean you now assume the hot seat of the game. Welcome to the game proper, as it were. How does it feel?
Oh, wow. Well, I must say I'm starting to feel the pressure now.
Yeah,
You know,
it really does.
It's my first time, you know.
Yeah, it's been first time for quite a few people here today, which is quite an amazing feat for this kind of stream. But don't worry, just relax, and I'm sure you'll be able to answer these questions absolutely fine. Which category would you like to start off with here, Flyboy?
Okay, let's start with the fun with flags.
Fun with flags. All right, good luck. Here comes your first question. Which community is represented by the flag designed by Monica Helms and was worn in dress form by Nikki de Jager in 2021? 10 seconds.
Okay, my guess is, I don't know, LGBTQI community. I don't know.
Very close with going that, but it's a specific flag within the Pride domain like that. It's not the LGBTQ flag on its own, but it is one of those Pride flags. It is the transgender flag we were looking for specifically, I'm afraid. So you had a very good guess there, but just a little bit more. What I'll say is you are free to give as many guesses as you want on the question, Flyboy. There's no penalty for giving any sort of wrong answers. Just give me as many guesses as you want, and as soon as you give me the right answer, we just stop the clock and we'll move on to the next question. All right?
All right, I'll try my best next time, yeah.
All right, no worries. I'm sure you'll be able to get this next one. Pick another category.
Okay, let's repeat the same category, flags.
All right, let's go to fun with flags. And once again, we're in a situation where we're on one strike and you have picked a battle. So what that means is we've got to bring somebody else into this game. So let's bring someone else in. Who is going to face you on Fun with Flags? It is going to be Milk-like Substance with $300. Oh my goodness me, Milk! Please make your way to the green room. I'm trying to remember. Is that the scan of the slide that you won from Quarantstream? I think it might be actually. It's obviously a very amazing thing to have one of those prize slides from the original run of Price is Right. Jesus Christ! Press your luck, Ashley. Get the right P word out. Dang, why didn't Milkface list with? Yeah, that would have been the best thing, having the two different press your luck avatars against each other here, but unfortunately not. Milk-like, welcome to the game. How you doing?
Doing all right.
Good to hear. Well, welcome to you. I was just sort of waxing lyrical in chat as you were coming in here. Is that, I'm trying to remember, is that the scan of the slide that you won from Quarantstream?
Yes, it is.
It is. It's just a wonderful thing to sort of behold, I would imagine, yeah?
Yes.
It's just to have a physical prop from game show history, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Lee's a wonderful fellow over there on Quarantstream Game. Another channel you should be going to follow right now is Quarantstream Game. They do some wonderful streams every now and then. They have just hit their 100th episode and taking a sort of breather and a sort of, relax back from things. But every now and then, they will be back with some more Quarantstream action, I am assured. Do go and give them some follow. Give Lee the love and all the love also to the writers for Quarantstream Game as well. Bob and Ape and Toad and Panda and just all the wonderful people over there. Right. People in chat are saying things have happened. And I have heard some noises. I was going to address those after the battle, but because people are saying that noises have happened and things have happened, I'm going to have a quick check of things. So first of all, let's have a look. We've got a £50 donation from Puzzledan, who says, always happy to donate to a good cause. Thanks for all the hard works and stream you put on. Big love to you all. # be kind to each other. Thank you very much for that very generous £50 donation, Puzzledan. And, well, let me cut to this screen because, bloody hell, Casvez. £400? Can the camera actually even see that number? I don't even know where the number is. Where is it? There it is. £400. A £400 donation to Mind UK, just like that, with no comment, and he just wants some deal poker chips. Well, I could definitely sort out some deal poker chips on that. Oh my goodness me. And that £400 plus the £50 from Puzzledan, all of that added together means we have now completely surpassed even my stretch goal target of £3,000. We're at £3,220 and 73 pence, which does mean Time Shock 2022 is definitely gonna be happening. Oh my god. Wow. I'm absolutely speechless that even though we are, nearly a quarter of the way of this fourth of the 5 parts of this stream, and we've already hit a target I didn't think we'd actually hit. The 3,000 was a bit of a stretch. I didn't know if we'd actually hit it, but you guys have just done the absolute impossible and crazy things. Now, JB, what are you saying in chat? 4K Ash hosts Quarantstream. Let me see if Lee's down. Good God. I mean, if you can talk to Lee, and if Lee is actually happy with something like that happening, then sure, I'll add another stretch goal on top of the stretch goal we've already done, and maybe we can make that happen. Because I had ran out of ideas at this point. I've got nothing else to do that I could do stretch goals for other than stupid shit like a cosplay stream, which I don't know really if I would want to do that. He's gonna probably tell me to fuck off. I mean, that's probably fair. It is his baby. So you know, for someone to sort of fob that off in a weird way, it is a bit strange. I would agree. But yeah, I don't think I'm. I mean, I could do a cosplay stream, but I don't really know what cosplay I'd really want to do other than Link, obviously, and I would need to get a proper cosplay for that. What else have we got? 4K Beric hosts Time Shock. Oh my freaking god. I don't know if I'd be able to afford Beric for that long, to be honest. Because the 4K is going to donations, going to charity. There's not going to me to be able to pay for it. Holy shit, man. 4K Ash actually eats cheese. I mean, I can eat cheese on pizza. I have said that before. It's just cheese in different contexts when it's not sort of melted on a pizza and not too cheesy. It's all right, but then when it's on its own as a sort of the primary ingredient, it's not when I don't like it. Just someone get Beric on stream somewhere, please. Is what Samster says. Because the thing is, I have mentioned to you one of the ideas I did have for a stream as well, Samster. But I haven't done any prelim on any of that stuff yet. If I had some prelim on that, then I probably would have been able to put something down, but I can't right now. So for the time being, we're just going to have to say we have just completed all of the stretch goals, all the goals I had expected for us to meet. And if you just want to donate out of the goodness of your heart, then of course you can do that. There's nothing stopping you from just doing more donations. In fact, Oni has just literally done that because he wants to put his total up to £222.22, because of course he does. Thank you very much for the £1.22 donation just to make it 22222 for you, which is, I mean, it's nice, isn't it, to have it all rounded up to 22222 like that. 4K I smash up Ben's stream. What? I don't know if Ben would agree with that, honestly. 4K, I and Oni do DDR freestyle routine whilst both dressed as Link. Oh my goodness me. I smash at Ben's piano, says Samson. Oh goodness me, you definitely wouldn't want me to do that. Jesus Christ, we've got some dissension in the chat right now. Okay. Can I just say, I know I've got the weird voice again from the Speaker of the House of Commons right now, but can I just say, if you do have some suggestions right now, do feel free to suggest them in the Twitch chat. Moderators, could you just keep an eye on things, and if any of those that come up really are a great idea, just ping it to me as a DM, and I'll come back to it later. Later on at the end of this 50 or something, and if any of them really do work as a good idea, then we'll do it. And if you've got any ideas, moderators as well, on what we want to do as extra stretch goals, suggest them to me as well, and we might be able to do them. So just throw ideas at me. And I'm allowed. Basically, you are the sort of the sort of sieve, the common sense filter, as it were, from just regular Twitch chat ideas and slightly more sensible ideas. So I'm entrusting you moderators to do a bit of duty here, slightly beyond the regular pay grade, which I know is nothing at the moment. I do appreciate you tuning in on the streams every week, though, helping out with the moderation of this community, outside of doing any question writing or question proofing or anything like that. You are wonderful people as well. Anyway, while all of that is happening, and I am kind of breaking down by just the sheer craziness of all these donations, and I'm also aware of the fact that it's now 10:30, and we're still in the fourth part of this stream. Oh my god, this stream is just never going to end, is it? It's the never-ending story. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, we have just picked a player, haven't we? Milk is currently in the audience, where we should have been focused to. And we need to bring you up to the actual center stage here right now. Okay, we are now here in a battle situation. So you're going to be taking it turns to answer on these questions. Flyboy, you are the one in the hot seat right now. So you are the one to make the decision here on who goes first. Would you like to go first on this set of questions, or would you like to let Milk answer first here?
Oh, I say I'd like to follow this time.
You follow. Okay, so that does mean Milk is answering first then on this question. Good luck to you both. Name the 22 African countries other than South Africa whose flags contain all of the colours red, yellow, and green. Now, there are 23 African countries with flags containing all three of those colours, red, yellow, and green, and we are ignoring South Africa in this case. And also, to clarify, the flag does not have to consist solely of those three colours, but it must, at a minimum, require red and yellow and green. Milk, you are answering first. 5 seconds.
Lesotho.
Lesotho, I'm afraid, is not on this list. Just like that, we end the battle. Yeah, Lesotho is not on my list in front of me, I'm afraid. No red or yellow, says Lewis T on the flag of Lesotho there. So I'm afraid wrong answer. Does mean you have granted Flyboy an easy passage there through the battle. No answers really required. Let's have a quick look through those answers. Benin, Burkina Faso, Cameroon, Central African Republic, Comoros, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Ghana, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Mali, Mauritania, Mauritius, Mozambique, Republic of the Congo, Sao Tome and Principe, Senegal, Seychelles, South Sudan, Togo, Zambia, and Zimbabwe were all correct answers on the board. And yes, it was another Yakko Warner journey around the Africas instead. Milk like. You've been here a while because obviously I was doing a bit of a diatribe there to Twitch chat for doing awesome things on raising money to Mind. But unfortunately, it was a very short battle for you in the end. But I hope you had a great fun time here.
Yeah, great time as always.
Well, thank you very much, Milk. Have good rest of your day, and we will see you later. Take care.
Thanks. Cheers.
Bye. So, Flyboy, you're still in the game there. You survived that battle basically by doing nothing, really. How do you feel?
Oh, well, I feel mostly lucky. You
Absolutely.
know? I frankly, I knew the two answers, Guinea, Mali, but I think that would be the it, and who knows what would happen.
You had two answers better than Milk there, essentially. Milk went with the wrong answer, so you would have had the edge there. Either way, let's move on to a new category pick, unless you want to continue on with flags. What do you want to do?
Oh, no, I think this time we'll start the Finns category.
Finns. All right, let's start off with some Finns. Which Finn wrote and illustrated the Moomin series of children's book? 10 seconds. Any answers?
I have no ideas. I'm sorry.
Unlucky. Didn't read any of the Moomin books or anything like that? Or sort of?
Not at all.
Unlucky. Well, the answer we're looking for there, Toot and Shapes got, was Tove Jansson we're looking for there, or Tove Jansson. The stories were originally written in Swedish, the language Jansson spoke, despite the fact she lived in Helsinki in Finland. So, there is a wrong on the board. We need to get rid of that strike, that wrong. Where do you want to go next?
Okay, let's try flags again.
Let's go back to flags and see if we can fix that strike. Question is, flying the national flag with the highest proportion of green, which country has the world's tallest named flagpole? 10 seconds. Any ideas?
Comoros, I don't know.
Afraid not, no. Out of time on that one. Anybody got a guess for me? Topper and Aaron and ABB getting an answer there. Yes, Saudi Arabia is the answer. Specifically, this is the Jeddah flagpole in King Abdullah Square, Jeddah. It is 171 meters high. And the flag proportion of green there for Saudi Arabia is 91.6%, which is kind of crazy. So, we are in two-strike territory for you, Flyboy, here. So that does mean we've got to bring somebody in to pick the next category for you. And that person's going to be Brig Bother, the BB himself. Brig, please make your way to the green room and we will get you into this game momentarily. Goodness me, it's been a while since we've seen some Brig. Been some Brig action here over on the Bash stream. I know that Brig has been doing a bit of Discord stuff on his own side of things, despite his own protestations of it. But it seems to be doing well. They've got a wonderful community building up over there, which is wonderful to see. I have to thank Brig a tremendous amount, really, for the beginning of my game show streaming malarkey. It was his post on his Twitter and also his main post, his main website, bothersbar.co.uk, that propelled my stream into the sort of the stratosphere of the quizzing world within the UK and other associated parties. And I know a lot of you, in fact, a great majority of you, of the old timers, I have just hooked an off the phone with Lee. He's cool with it for 4K. You've just got off the phone with Lee, and he's cool with doing it for 4K, like for real, or is that you just doing 100 bits and hoping that it actually is for real? Honestly, I don't want to do anything behind someone's back. I want to make sure that it is perfectly and properly legit. Just being sure about it. All right. In the meantime, Brig, hello and welcome to the studio. How you doing?
I'm all right. It's all very surprising. I wasn't expecting to be here so quickly, actually. I've been digging in and out all day. I saw Lucario's amazing completion. I've been sort of in and out all day. Other than that, so to get in quite so quickly is quite, it's quite exciting.
Well, welcome to the. It seems to happen in that case, right? Towards the back end, because it always tries to pick new players as we go on. That people that just sort of suddenly join in, then suddenly get picked immediately straight after. Just
makes sense.
Obviously, the pool of players that haven't played yet is reducing ever so. But welcome to the game, and you have a decision here, because we're on 2-strike territory here for Flyboy. One more wrong answer, and we do have to say goodbye to Flyboy here, and it's your choice now, Brig, as to what category Flyboy will be facing. What is the category pick going to be?
Railway lines.
Railway lines. All right. How are you on your railways, Flyboy?
Well, I don't know what to expect. Let's see.
Let's see, indeed. You need this to be correct for you to stay in the game. Good luck, Flyboy. Your question is, which railway line running from Port Augusta to Kalgoorlie via the Nullarbor Plain contains the world's longest straight section of track? 10 seconds. Any answers?
I'm sorry. I have no idea.
Unlucky. Difficult question for you there. Brig, do you happen to have any idea on this one?
Not a clue.
Not a Scooby. All right. Pop Ramen, though, in chat does, I believe. Not quite what I've got, actually. 2 words are right, but the middle one isn't. The answer we were looking for is the Trans-Australian Railway, the TAR. Is stretching across 1,693 kilometres of Australia's driest and most isolated terrain. The Trans-Australian Railway was completed in 17th of October of 1917. Wow. Hello there, Poker Nuts, representing the Australias there. I hope you're doing well, and it's 10 p.m. over here, so it must mean it's morning for you over there. Welcome. Good morning to you. Flyboy, unfortunately, that is 3 wrong in a row for you. That does mean you are... But I do hope that you have had an awesome time here, Flyboy, and you've had a great time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me, Ash, and I wish all the best of luck to the next contestants and great rest of your stream.
Thank you very much, Flyboy. Thank you very much for the kind words. For now, take care, and we will see you later.
Yeah. Thanks. Bye.
Okay. Right, one moment, Brig, because I need to go on to Tiltify, and the things are actually legit. So I am adding a new incentive milestone right now to Tiltify, which is Ash hosts Quarren stream. Oh my god, as if there's actually a bloody thing that's about to happen. God, and I'm putting the value in, £4,000. And I'm activating it. Well, there you go. It is now active. If you can reach £4,000 now, that is the new stretch goal, then I am assured, according to JB, that Lee will delegate an episode of Quarren Stream Game over on his stream or over... I really don't know where it will be, but will certainly be some delegation of me hosting an episode of Quarren Stream. I don't know what I've just let myself in for, to be honest, because those episodes when Lee hosts them are just completely off the walls, and I don't know if I want to be just left alone to not actually see the questions ahead of time like Lee did with episode 100 or not. I really don't know, but holy shit, I'm game for it no matter what. If you can make it happen, £4,000 is the new big target. Well, we now turn to Brig, who's now here is the hot seat player. How do you feel, Brig?
I'm looking at that board and thinking, Christ.
Yeah, it's a bit.
It's not a favourite. It's not a great selection for me, but we never know. You never know.
You never know. Absolutely, there might be some nice accessible questions in there, just hiding amongst categories that sound a bit terrifying.
Yes.
So, where would you like to start?
Let's try dance and DJs.
Dance and DJs, and we're starting off with a battle. Wow, you would do that, wouldn't you? So, in the Dance and DJs category, we have a battle. Let's find out who you are battling. God. It's like buses that, you wait for them for ages and then 3 of them come along at once. Ben's J has been picked. Ben's J. Would you please make your way through to the green room? Now, I believe Ben's J is the first repeat for today. Ooh. He was here earlier as a contestant, and now we have our first repeat contestant. So that does mean all of you out there who are thinking, oh, I'll never get back in again, it's about to happen because we've run out of contestants. We are now recycling our contestants. Ben's J, welcome back to the 500 Question Studio for a second time today. How you doing?
I mean, I'm just as surprised as the first time.
Well,
I've been watching all day.
You've been watching all day. You've managed to get in once. You've managed now to get in a second time. Congratulations! You now hold the esteemed second time into the 500 Question Studio on the same episode. We've never had it happen before. You are the first to do so. Maybe we'll have more in a moment, but we will see. We do have to deal with a battle though on DJs. So Dance and DJs. What are you like on Dance and DJs there, Ben's J?
I'm pretty solid on some of the newer stuff, but probably not too much on the classics.
All right. Well, let's see how it all goes for you. Brig, you are the one in the hot seat, so you get to decide who goes first. Would you like to lead or follow in this battle?
I will follow, thank you.
You'll follow. All right. So, Ben's J, you are answering first on this question. Name the top 20 solo DJs featured in DJ Mag's list of the top DJs for 2021. This is taken from DJMag.com's 2021 list of the top 100 DJs. We want the typical stage name of the first 20 by rank who are, I'll make this express, solo artists. 6 groups have been excluded from the list. Ben's J, you are answering first. 5 seconds.
David Guetta.
Yes. Need an answer, Brig.
I've gone blank. I was hoping for older dance stuff, to be honest. I was going to say Jason Derulo, but that's too late now, isn't it?
Luckily for you, he wasn't on the list anyway for Jason Derulo, so that would have been a wrong answer. Dennis J, do you have any other answers to go for?
I probably have several more in me. Martin Garrix, Sam Felt, Diplo.
Martin Garrix definitely up there, yes. Diablo, yes, is up there as well. So you would have had a couple of extra
type or something. I don't know. There's Porter Robinson maybe.
No, not that there. No, but let's have a look at the remaining list. So we had Martin Garrix, Armin van Buuren, Afrojack, Timmy Trumpet, Rehab Marshmello, Calvin Harris, Tiesto, Skrillex,
Ricky Romero.
Yeah, there's a few names there.
Lots of these names I know, and I'm like,
Yeah, absolutely. Just off the tip of your tongue when the pressure hits. So, Brig, you know, we're now on one strike for you here after your first question, which is it's not a good start. Let's put it that way.
Not really, no.
Let's see if we can fix that up. Ben J, you can sit tight for a little bit. You can take a pew on the side there. We may need you in a moment. Brig, what's the next category going to be?
Let's go halftime.
Halftime. Okay, the question in halftime is, if the All-Ireland Senior Hurling Championship final kicks off at 5 p.m, when would it be halftime, assuming no time is added on? 10 seconds.
5:20, 5:25, 5:30, 5:35, 5:40, 5:45.
Exactly the right strategy to go for.
Yep.
And you were very clever to add in the 5-minute intervals as well into that, because I think a couple of people would probably just skip into 10-minute intervals otherwise. But yeah, they're 35-minute halves for some specific reason. Don't entirely know why. But a standard half of Gaelic football is 30 minutes, but hurling and senior inter-county Gaelic football, as well as hurling, have 35-minute halves instead, even though they're played on the same pitch. So we clear that strike. It wasn't your first guess, but you clear the strike. That's all that really matters right now. Got nothing in the bank. Let's see if we can build that bank up right now on this next question. What's the next category?
Opening lines.
Opening lines. The question is, did I disappoint you or let you down? Is the opening line of which James Blunt song? 10 seconds.
You're beautiful. There are more. No.
I just appreciate your exclamation of "There's more." Yes, unfortunately, James Blunt has released more than just the one track.
No, I had a best.
Apparently, it's a surprise to Aaron in chat as well. There's 2 James Blunt songs. Yes, indeed, there are. There's a strike on the board. The answer we're looking for is "Goodbye, My Lover." I'm afraid. Thankfully, this is not on a 3-strike situation, so it's not another ironic answer. Oh, sneeze! Hang on.
Oh, bless you.
That was a very weird sneeze. It didn't come out the right way. Are we good, body? Are we good? Anybody? No, dust. I think we're good. All right. One strike back on the board. Brig, we need to clear it off. Where next?
Let's go half time again.
Half time again. Question is, Donald Trump made it to half-time of the 2-term limit, but who was the last 1-term US president to serve before him? 10 seconds.
George Bush, Ronald Reagan, Bill Clinton, no.
Very close, but I could not accept just George Bush. I'm afraid you need to be more specific.
The George W.
More specific than that, I'm afraid, actually.
Oh, okay.
Needed the H in there as well. George H.W. Bush, the answer there. Bush Senior.
Bush Senior, yeah, that's what I meant. Never mind.
Or is that the one you actually intended on George Bush?
Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't matter.
Well, no, it does matter, really, honestly.
That's all right.
If that's something that I've incorrectly judged on, just because I've not really interpreted it properly, then that is on me. Panel, what do we think? Just, you know. I just want to do right on the game, that's all. I just want to, I know that this is obviously delaying the game even more, but it's just one of those things.
I'm not that bothered. I'm happy to take it wrong. It's not a problem.
Okay, we'll continue on then.
As it's 10 to 11, and you want to fish sometime tonight.
So we are into strike territory here. Means BenJ gets to pick the next category. I mean, if you get the next one right, it kind of offsets everything. So let's hope that will happen in a moment. BenJ, which category though do you think is going to get Big Brig out of the game?
That is the question indeed.
Yes.
I think I'll give him Stargaze.
Stargaze. How are you on your stars, Brig?
Let's see.
Let's find out. You need this right to stay in the game. Here is the question. Which constellation is sometimes suggested to be the 13th zodiac sign, often to much dismay on social media? 10 seconds.
Oh, I have heard this begins with H. But I can't think of it right now, to be honest. Well done, Ben.
Unlucky there, Brig. I'm sure you are going to kick yourself as we reveal the answer here, with various interesting spellings in chat. There's 4 or 5 different spellings there from 5 different people, which is very interesting. Ophiuchus, or exactly how you pronounce it, is exactly the answer we're looking for there. The Babylonians saw the constellation, but since it didn't fit neatly into one of the 12 zodiac slices, they decided, nah, we're just going to leave it out instead. Who likes 13 anyway? So, Brig, unfortunately, that there is 3 questions wrong in a row, which does mean that you are gone. But I hope you had a great time.
No, thank you, and best of luck for the next 6 hours or so.
Yeah, I'm going to need it, aren't I? Holy crap. Sort of estimating from last time that it was going to take about 13 or so hours for the stream. I could do 13 hours again, not a problem. And yet, everything sort of hit the fan after the end of the first 100. So who knows what's going to happen. But for now, thank you, Brig. Take care, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye-bye.
And Ben's J, your second attempt into the studio, and here we are on the hot side of the studio. How do you feel?
I was in the same spot as Brig was with that last question, so
yeah. Well,
we'll see how this goes. I think
we shall indeed see how this goes. So, where do you want to go first? Which category?
I'll try my hand at fun with flags.
But with flags, let's finish that category off. The question is, seen worldwide during September and October, which German state's flag consists of light blue and white stripes or diamonds? 10 seconds.
Bavaria?
It is Bavaria, yes.
North Rhine-Westphalia.
Yeah, great guess there. For Oktoberfest celebrations, both in Germany and around Europe or worldwide. Nice guess there. Welcome to the game with 1,000 in the bank. And if you would like to join the lobby, if you're late here, your room code to enter in is LYLP. LYLP is the room code to enter in. To do that, of course, you also need to be able to join me in voice in Discord and try and deal with my current dulcet tones, which are getting worse and worse as we go on, as I try and not read more and more Richard Quest-style questions. Let's keep going on then, Ben's J. Your next category, which shall it be?
How about halftime?
Halftime. Your next question in that category is, which Welsh referee wrote the autobiography Halftime, which detailed the struggle with his sexuality in the world of rugby? 10 seconds.
Oh, I have no idea. Milk, Johnson, Anderson, Alexander, Bryant. No.
He is an absolute legend of this sport, and honestly is an absolute testament to refereeing the world over. You'll know him. Honestly, after 500 questions, go and look up some some sort of best ofs of this person. Nigel Owens. He's an absolutely awesome referee. Always plays everything cleanly by the books and everything. Very courteous towards all the players as well. And yeah, just an all-round awesome guy. And yeah, more referees should be like him because he's just fucking amazing. He really is. Nigel Owens, the correct answer there. One wrong on the board. What are we going to do to right that wrong?
Let's go to Dance and DJs.
Dance and DJs. Your question on that one is: going on air for 500 weekly live streams between 2011 and 2021, what is the stage name of DJ Robert van der Corput? 10 seconds.
Hardwell.
Nicely done, yes. Yes, in 2018, Hardwell announced that he was taking an indefinite hiatus from touring and the music industry, saying that he had his lifestyle left little energy, love, creativity, and attention for my life as a normal person. Great answer there. Clears that strike. Adds another 1,000 to your board. That category seems to be a good one for you to clear some strikes, so maybe you want to hold on to that final question for a little bit. Where do you want to go next?
Let's do language and linguistics.
Language and linguistics. The question is: in linguistics, which term from the Greek for arrange is defined as the grammatical arrangement of words in a sentence? 10 seconds.
Syntax.
Perfect answer. Yes, nicely done. A big difference between the syntaxes of different languages is the order in which the subject, object, and the corresponding verbs appears. You might have heard like of SVO languages and VSO languages, etc., things like that. That's what we're talking about as the syntax. Add another 1,000 to the total, 3,000 in the bank. Nicely done. 4 questions seen so far. Let's make that 5 and many, many more. Next question: what category is it going to be?
How about statistics?
Statistics. The question is: also the 12th letter of the Greek alphabet, which symbol is used in statistics to represent the underlying population mean? 10 seconds.
Mu, iota, sigma,
yes,
kappa,
perfect guess to start with. Yeah, mu. Hell of a Greek letter to start with there. Well done. And absolutely right to also just keep reeling other Greek letters off until you hit one. Yeah, it is conventional to use Greek letters for population parameters and Latin letters for sample parameters. For example, the sample mean is represented by x bar, and x is a horizontal line above it, and mu is pronounced mu. Thank you very much for the pronunciation guide. Adding another 1,000 to the bank. Nicely done. There's just one left now in the statistics category. Another one maybe to hold on to. Where else are we going to now?
Let's do opening lines.
Opening lines. Next question in that category is: which 2010 film begins? Did you know that there are more people with genius IQs living in China than there are people of any kind living in the US? 10 seconds.
Limitless, The Big Short, Inception.
Some good answers, but not the correct
blanks.
one coming up. Going to a strike on the board there. Anybody in chat know the answer? Idiocracy is, or that particular one is not the answer, no, but Only's got it right. It's The Social Network.
Oh, The Social Network.
This line is said by a young Mark Zuckerberg in the film. So yeah, Social Network was the correct answer. Never mind. We can get rid of that wrong nice and easy. Where do you want to go?
Play it safe. Let's clear out Dance and DJs.
Dance and DJs. Let's see if we can clear that strike out. The question is: often called the world capital of techno, in which capital city is the Berghain nightclub? 10 seconds.
Berlin, Amsterdam.
Yeah, it is, yeah. I think I mispronounced it again. Berghain probably is the correct way of pronouncing it, but you got it on the nose. First guess, Berlin is correct. Adding another 1,000 and clearing that strike also crucially there. 5,000 now in the bank. Moving on. Let's keep going. Next question. Where do we want to go?
Let's do fins.
Fins. Question there is: let's see. Held in Manila, the 2012 World Cup of which indoor sport was won by the Finnish team of Mika Immonen and Petri Mäkinen? 10 seconds.
Table tennis, chess, go, checkers, billiards.
Ooh, you said something that is actually very close. But I don't think I can accept it because it's a specific answer we're looking here, maybe. If you were getting very close to the answer, certainly you're going the right way. I just want to make sure with the team that I am ignoring this
looking
answer.
for like snooker or pool or something. If
I am looking for pool. Pool is the answer we have here. And Inca says, alas, not. So, yeah, unfortunately, we can't accept that as a correct answer.
That's all right.
Although you got to the right domain in the end, as it were.
Yeah, just not enough time.
Yeah, pool is the right answer. I think in our discussions it said it was 9-ball pool, potentially. Or maybe 8-ball. I can't remember which it was, but pool was the correct answer we're looking for. But you were really close to getting there. You were just a little bit more time, you might have hit the nail, but not this time round. So you're now on one strike again. We need to right that wrong. We don't have dancing DJs to do that anymore. Where do we want to try and clear that strikeout?
I'll try my hand to finish out animated sitcoms.
Animated sitcoms it shall be. The question is, in which Seth MacFarlane show does the central family have a talking fish called Klaus Heisler? 10 seconds.
American Dad.
There you go. That's a nice, easy one to clear that strike on. You watch a lot of American Dad there?
I'm aware of it, at least.
Okay. Awareness is all you really need to know here, I suppose. And it's Seth MacFarlane show. There's not many to pick from if you do know the list.
Yeah, there's only like 3 or 4.
So easy one to sort of reel off. But you got it on the nose. Another 1,000 added and clear that strike most critically. Next question will be your 10th question. It will be a very good position to be in. Where do you want to go next?
Let's work on railway lines.
Let's work on the railway lines. It's a top 10 challenge. So, first of all, we do need to pick someone. We do need to pick someone as a side lane player. So, who is it going to be? It is Lingo Maniac 88. Lingo, please make your way to the green room. Now, this is a very interesting situation we've got because Lingo's pack is featuring later down the line this evening. It's not this pack, neither is it the immediate pack after, if memory serves me well. But the one after that is Lingo. So if Lingo were to stay on quite significantly, then we will have to force a dismissal in that case because, of course, it's his questions coming up. But for now, we are good. Lingo, good evening. How you doing?
Hello.
Welcome to the stream. So we're here in a wonderful situation with a top 10 challenge in the balance on railway lines. Now, what's your sort of opinion on railway lines, Lingo? Do you know them well? Are you hot, not on them? What do you think?
No comment.
He's playing this strategy. I hate it. So, because he knows that Benjay has to make the decision whether to play or pass. So, fair play to you, Lingo. Benjay, what do you want to do? Would you like to play this yourself, or would you like to let Lingo play it?
I mean, I'm in a pretty good position right now, admittedly.
You are on 0 strikes. Yes, indeed.
I think I might just call Lingo's bluff and pass it.
You're going to pass it, so let Lingo answer, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, Lingo, you are stepping up here. So, how are you on railway lines?
Not too much knowledge of them outside the US, at least.
Okay, well, let's see how well you do here.
Fingers crossed that I have an easy question for me.
Indeed. You need to give me 5 correct answers of the 10 possible up here in 15 seconds. Let me press the right button, and your question is: name 5 of the top 10 countries with the longest railway networks according to 2019 World Bank data. 15 seconds.
USA, China, India, Australia, UK, Canada, Mexico, France, Germany, Austria.
Got it, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, the 5 you got there were USA, China, India, Canada, and France. Congratulations there, Lingo. Managing to complete the top 10 challenge means you get a strike for Benj J there for doing that, and you also have the right to stay where you are as well as a sideline player. Let's have a look at the other answers that you could have given. You could have also said Russia or Germany, and we'll wait for the scrolls to go up. You could also say Ukraine, South Africa, or finally Japan. Of course, Japan love their railways. So those were the top 10 on the list there. Congratulations, Lingo. Keeping yourself in the game, keeping yourself as a sideline player for now. And Bench J, you've got a bit of work to do here. Got a strike to get rid of. Where are we going for that?
Let's do language and linguistics, please.
That's another special question. It is a triple threat. You have to answer it yourself, though. So, 3 correct answers to this question in 10 seconds to complete the triple threat. If you can, we give you a bonus 3,000. If not, then it does mean we are on 2 strikes, and Lingo will be picking your next category. So, this is a fairly critical triple threat for you. Good luck, Benz J. Your question is: what are the 3 most spoken languages in South African households according to Stats SA and census data? We want the 3 most spoken languages inside South African households. This was a 2018 survey. 10 seconds.
English, Afrikaans, Swahili, Dutch. I had 2.
You had one of them there. You had Afrikaans.
Afrikaans.
Yeah. Afrikaans was the only one on that list. Now, those playing along with Ben's stream earlier this week on the arena, there were 4 possible answers to a particular question, and 3 of those appeared in those 4 possible answers. Can you remember them all? Let's find out. The answers that you could have given, or should have given, should I say, were Xhosa and Zulu, as well as Afrikaans. Those were the top 3 most spoken. And I was very careful to say the word inside, because that number differs whether they are talking inside their households or whether they're talking outside of their households.
Yeah.
They're incredibly specific about that fact in this data. So I'm afraid, Benj J, you are now on 2 strikes. It's a dangerous situation to be in. Lingo now has control of the game and is going to be picking your next category. So, Lingo, which one do you think is going to knock Benj J out?
I'm going to go for Finns.
Finns. Here's a question. So, Benj J, you need to answer this question correctly to stay in the game. Are you ready?
As I'll ever be.
Your question is: which Finnish composer of The Wood Nymph and Spring Song said of music experts, no statue has ever been put up to a critic? 10 seconds.
Liszt, Raikkonen, Parhanen. No, I don't know. Sorry.
Oh, unlucky.
The word
there.
composer is just, I knew I was over.
Lingo, any ideas here?
No idea.
No idea. Well, from this point onwards, it should be another quizzing sort of staple. Whenever you see Finnish composer, one of the ones you could easily leap to is Sibelius. Jean Sibelius was the answer we're looking for there. Yeah, he was a composer from the Romantic and early modern periods, and also, of course, lends his name to a wonderful music software that, I mean,
yes.
he himself didn't lend the name, but, you know, the people stole his name and used it. Exactly, yeah. And by doing that, they then pay homage to him by playing his tracks when you launch up Sibelius every time. So, I'm afraid, Benj J, that is 3 wrong in a row, which does mean that you are... But I hope you had a great time here. The second time you've been here.
Just a bad gambit on my part, and who knows, I might be back yet.
Yeah, who knows? You might even be back here a third time. Who knows what happens with this lobby? Well, for time being, Wednesday, take care, and we'll see you later.
Thank you so much.
And we now continue on to Lingo Maniac. You are now in the hot seat here. How does that feel?
Pretty surreal. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it up here.
Well, make it up you have indeed done this time round. Yeah, we got to a point where we were recycling some players, but I think you joined in right now where you've not had a game this time round yet, so you've got a preferential pick over those that have already played. And there may be a couple other people that are joining the lobby right now that may also get that treatment in a moment. But for now, let's just get on with your game. There are 12 questions left here of this 50. Fun with Flags and animated sitcoms and dads and DJs have all been gone already, but you can pick from any of the other 7 categories. So which one do you want to go for first?
I think I'm going to take a crack at Fins.
You're going to take a crack at Fins. Well, so far as a 0% success on the topic, let's see if we can improve that with your first question. Which Finn created and developed the operating system kernel Freaks, eventually giving it a moniker similar to his own first name? 10 seconds.
Linus Torvalds?
Is the correct answer, yes. Of course, Linux or Linux is the operating system in a reference there. A great start for you, and 1,000 on the board for your first question. Nicely done. Let's keep going, and it's the first correct answer in the Fins category for us, which is also lovely to see.
And I'm also not getting a goose egg.
Indeed, you're not.
Yeah, I'll go to railway lines next.
Continuing on to railway lines, also currently on a 0%, but this is the third question. So, question is, located on the same longitude as Japan's Honshu, which Russian city serves as the eastern terminus of the Trans-Siberian Railway? 10 seconds.
Yakutsk, Irkutsk, I don't know. All I know there is just the risk territories.
Unfortunately, not the answer we're looking for there. And we were looking for a city rather than an actual territory area as well.
Maybe those could have been cities, who knows?
There could be, potentially. First wrong answer on the board. A few people in chat getting it right. We're looking for Vladivostok, the answer there, Vladivostok. Formerly the Trans-Siberian Railway extended into China. From Vladivostok, you could take a ferry to South Korea or indeed Japan. So, that one there is your first wrong on the board. Let's get rid of that right now. Where do you want to go to try and right that wrong?
Let's go to statistics.
Statistics, the last one in the statistics category is the following. Oh, you're currently got some sirens in the background there. You're right.
Yeah, I just live near a busy area.
Oh, fair enough. Just so long as they're not after you, that's all.
No, they're not.
The question is, what did statistician Ronald Fisher once famously test by giving biologist Muriel Bristol 8 cups of tea prepared in 2 different ways? 10 seconds.
Air pressure. No.
No, I'm afraid wrong answer there. Anybody in chat have an idea on this this thing? Brewings is not quite close enough to what we're looking for. There's a few people going.
Is it like the? Does that have to do with like the boiling point of water or something?
Not quite that, although it might have had an effect to the temperature of the water in the tea. Let's put it that way. Prugs is the first one in chat to get it right, I believe. The answer we're looking for is whether the milk was added first or not to the brewed cup of tea. So that was the answer we're looking for. Yeah, the lady succeeded in identifying each time whether the tea or the milk was added first for all 8 cups. The probability of this happening by chance, of course, was just 1 in 70, 8 to choose 4. Yeah, that was what we were looking for there. Whether the milk was added first or not was the point to look at. Difficult one to pick up. 2 strikes to the board. You know what that means. Let's bring a new player in. And it's Mr. Clive of Legend. I saw his name come up very recently trying to enter in the room code. So I think has just managed to join the stream right now after some wonderful time in, all of the wonderful theme parks, which I'm sure he'll be able to wax lyrical on. But we do, unfortunately, have a game show to deal with. But we shall see what Clive has to say once he is here. Let me have a quick look to see if there are any donations that have come in since. We press the refresh button and we'll have a look to see if anything else has come up. Unfortunately, not for now. But we are currently at £321.95. And we do have a new stretch goal there at 4,000, where apparently I will be hosting Quarantine Stream for 1 episode if you can make it to £4,000, all said and told. Hello there, Clive. Have you had a great day?
I've been on planes all day, so...
Oh, okay.
It could be worse.
I suppose it could be worse, but you had a great day before that, though, didn't you?
I did. I realize the world is, still chaotic and our 2 countries aren't handling it the best, but when things are better and you have the chance, get your ass over to Florida.
Absolutely. I need to sort that out. I really do. So... Obviously, I would love to talk more with you about things that have happened very recently, but unfortunately, the schedule of the stream has just gone completely out the window, and I'm trying to catch some of the time back. So we'll just catch up at some of the time. For now, Clive, you've got an important decision to make. It is 2 strikes on the board for Lingo. 1 more wrong for Lingo. He is out of the game, and you will take the centre stage. You will take the hot seat. So which category do you think Lingo will fall foul on?
Oh, I think I'll have to try the fins.
Trying to finish off the fins. Oh,
Christ.
Well, you are not immune from this situation, no. We are going into a battle to decide who stays and who leaves. So let's get into position, dim the lights, and it is a battle on fins. This is going to be very interesting to see what happens one way or the other. So Lingo, you are deciding here because you do have the hot seat right now, and it is a very scary situation because only one of you will be here at the end of this battle. Would you like to lead or follow in this battle on fins?
I will follow.
You will follow. So, Clive, you know what that means. You're going to be answering first on this question. Apart from Sanna Marin, name the other 24 leaders quoted in the Cuts article, 25 famous female leaders on power. Now, these are not all heads of government or political leaders. And we are considering both living and deceased people on this list. So any of the 24 apart from any of the 25 famous female leaders on power except for Sanna Marin. Clive, you're answering first. 5 seconds.
Margaret Thatcher?
Oh, mate. When we were proofing this question, we were adamant that that was going to be a trap answer coming up, and you just hit it completely on the first bounce. Oh my, mate. The Maggie Trapture, absolutely, Lewis T. Unfortunately, she is not on this list in the top 25 famous female government. I mean, it's good in one regard, but also not good in the other regard for you here, Clive, because it's a very short and swift visit for you. Oh God, I hate to do it, but Jesus Christ, I can't believe it happened. But well, no, I can't.
Get a proper sleep now.
Yeah. Well, before you disappear, let's quickly go over some answers. Not that you really want to know any of the answers, but there's Condoleezza Rice, there's Jacinda Ardern, there's Madeleine Albright, there's Melinda Gates, there's Michelle Obama, Sandra Day O'Connor, Sarah McBride, all the way down to Tsai Ing-wen, as well as all the other possible answers. You could see them all there, you can read. So unfortunately, Clive, it is one and done for you. But well, thank you very much for tuning in at this point, and you're free to continue watching along, or just put it on in the background as you do head off to slumber, whichever is your want. I do appreciate the donation that you did give earlier on before the stream started, though. That was a very generous donation from you, Clive. Thank you very much for that. Have a great rest of your day, whatever you want to do, and I'll catch you later.
See you later.
Take care, Clive. Lingo, gifted a lifeline there, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. I would have guessed Angela Merkel for my first
Angela
one,
Merkel,
and she wasn't on there.
She was not on the list either, indeed. So yeah, would have been.
Both of those would have surprised me.
Very much so. Well, very interesting circumstances, but you are still in the game here. So let's keep going. There are 8 questions left on this stack of 50 before we get to see a brand new stack. Where do you want to go?
Let's go to Stargaze.
Stargaze. Your question is, also meaning excitingly clever or skillful, what is the formal term for a star twinkling? 10 seconds.
Bright. Illustrious. I thought for sure it would be bright.
No, it's not bright. It's not brighter before, I'm afraid. Excitingly clever, yeah, there is a bright person, but there is a very specific term for the twinkle due to the light passing through different layers of the atmosphere. The answer we're looking for there, which Toot, Mark, and Nata got, it is scintillating we were looking for there. Scintillating. So, the wrong answer there for you. Back up to 1 strike, but we can right that wrong. 7 questions left in this 50. We're starting to run dry a bit on the number of categories left, though. So, where do you want to go?
Let's go to language and linguistics.
Finishing off language and linguistics, and it's another battle. Let's bring our next battlee up. We're proper backloading here. It's Nicole again. We're back to doing duplicate picks. We have run out of other new people, so we're back to Nicole for a second time round. Nicole versus Lingo Maniac. It is the redemption arc here. It really is. It's now redemption hour here at 500 questions. Hello, Nicole. Welcome back.
Hi, Ash.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
That's good to hear. Well, let's see if you do a bit better this time round. The second time pass here in the 500 Questions studio. Right. It is a battle on language and linguistics and lingo. It's all the L's going on right now. And lingo is the one to decide who goes first here in this battle. So, Lingo, would you like to lead or follow in this battle on language and linguistics?
Oh, worked for me once, I'll do it again. I will follow.
You'll follow, okay. That means, Nicole, you are answering first on this question.
Okay.
Name the 10 languages that were announced as the most popular language studied by learners on Duolingo in at least one country in 2021. This is according to Duolingo's 2021 language report. Nicole, you are answering first. 5 seconds.
Spanish.
Yes.
English.
Yes.
French.
Yes.
Japanese.
Yes.
Chinese.
You would think that, but I'm afraid it's not.
Oh.
Chinese, I'm afraid, is not on that list.
Damn.
Neither are we talking Cantonese either, or simplified or anything like that. Chinese is not on that list, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Difficult
Good luck,
one.
Lingo.
Well, let's have a look at the answers you missed. We had German, We had Italian. We also had Korean. That was there up there. Irish. Yes, Gaelic Irish is also up there. Swahili as well as a language. And Swedish. Those were the top 10 languages as most popular studied on Duolingo in at least one country.
Okay.
Well, some surprises up there, possibly for a few people. But that is the official report from Duolingo themselves. So, Nicole, it was a second attempt to get in. Alas, unfortunately, could not happen this time round either. So we've got to say goodbye to you a second time, but who knows? Maybe a third time is on the card as well.
Maybe third time will be the charm.
Exactly. Until then, take care, Nicole, and we'll see you later.
Thank you, Ash. Good luck, Lingo.
Thank you.
See you later.
Bye.
And Lingo back again here with another sort of moment of respite after that battle there. Would you have been able to continue on with any of those answers or not?
I probably would have said German next.
Okay, so you would have continued.
Maybe I could have gotten Italian. I don't think I would have gotten Irish or Swedish or Swahili.
Mm-hmm. Chinese, I think it was the big sort of trap answer there from the sounds of things. It's it's such a predominant language. I guess it's because of that there isn't many on Duolingo, or maybe there are other reasons as to why it's not Duolingo or as predominant on there. Either way, we're going to continue on. There are 6 questions left now in this stack amongst 4 categories to choose from. Where do you want to go, Lingo?
All right, let's do railway lines.
Railway lines it is. Your question is, only operating for 1 week in early July this year, in which city would you find the Al Mashahir Al Muqdasa metro line? 10 seconds.
Dubai, Riyadh, Beirut. Nah, not coming to me.
Some good answers, but unfortunately none of them sticking. One strike going on the board there. There's a wonderful video recently from Half As Interesting, Sam from Half As Interesting, covering this particular phenomenon. The answer we're looking for is Mecca. Mecca is obviously,
yes.
that pilgrimage during the Hajj, where it gets exceedingly busy. So they open up a metro to allow all the pilgrims to be able to do that journey, and then because it then just dies down, they just turn the metro line off until next year again. So Mecca, the answer we're looking for.
Makes sense.
1 strike on the board. Let's see if we can clear that off. There's 5 questions left in this 50. Where do you want to go next?
Let's go back to Stargaze.
Stargaze. In a top 10 challenge, we still have a few specials up our sleeves here. And we do have to pick a sideline player while we are here on a top 10. And we do have another repeat. ABME is another repeat contestant. Please make your way here in the green room. And we'll get into the studio. Actually, I'll catch up on some donations. I did hear some dings earlier, so let me just quickly check up on that while we are here. ABME is actually already here, but I'll very quickly catch up on donations while I'm thinking about it. We have Colo with a £20 donation here. Keep going, Ash. Just another 4 or 5 hours. I won't make it, though. Thank you very much for the £20 donation there, Carlo. And if you do need to go and get a rest, go and get rest, mate. You've been doing a phenomenal job helping with moderation duties and proofing duties recently. You can go and get yourself a rest if you need to, mate. And BC with a £7.77 donation there. Been watching a lot of this on Catch Up. Amazing amount of work has gone into this. All those who have helped and contributed, you are doing great work for charity. Hope everyone continues to enjoy it if they are watching to the early hours of the morning. And also redeeming a reader's question is Richard Quest. So I will try to do that, but my throat is getting exceedingly worse as we go on. So we'll see how well I go. But thank you for the £7.77 donation there, BC. Greatly appreciated. ABME, welcome back to the studio. How are you doing? How are you feeling right now?
Thank you very much. Yeah, I feel fortunate to be back.
Mm-hmm. Well, We are back again, and it is on a top 10, so you might not actually be playing here. Depends on what Lingo wants to do. Lingo, would you like to play, or would you like to pass this top 10 challenge on Stargaze?
More heart emojis. Heart.
Kind of a tough choice, because it's a lot tougher when you don't know what the question is in advance. Just a category that could be very hit or miss.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll pass.
You're going to pass the question. So, ABB, you're going to have to answer this question correctly to stay where you are in the sideline position. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, good luck. Name 5 of the 10 in 15 seconds here on this question. Give the common names of 5 of the 10 brightest stars as seen from Earth at night. We want the top 10 brightest stars as seen from the Earth at night by apparent magnitude, and magnitude data is taken from the Hipparcos satellite catalogue. 15 seconds.
Sirius, Nautilus, Ursa Major, Ursa Minor, South Star, Pole Star. No, it's not happening.
Not enough, I'm afraid, to complete the set there. The only one that I could definitely ding on there was Sirius. There are a couple of others there that were sort of halfway there, not quite in there. So let's see the answers that you could have given. The answers up on the board were Canopus, Arcturus, Alpha Centauri A, Vega, Capella, Rigel, Procyon, Betelgeuse, I'm not going to say it a third time, and Achenar. Those were all the other answers you could have given there. Needed 5, unfortunately, did not give me 5. And because Lingo passed it on to you, does mean you had to get it right to stay in the game there, ABB. So we got to say goodbye to you, ABB, on this second occasion of you coming in. But I hope you've still been enjoying the stream, even with all this this extra stuff happening.
Oh, absolutely.
Lovely. Well, thank you very much for tuning in once again and just joining into this channel again. And who knows? Again, maybe you might get picked a third time. This lobby is doing crazy things right now. But we shall see. Take care, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
All right. Lingo, was that a good decision for you to pass? Would you have been able to get 5 of 10 there?
I don't think I would have been able to get 5. I think I would have gotten 3.
You think you would have gone 3? All right. Well, as you say, yeah, not enough to be able to complete the 5, so probably a wise decision in the end. You're still in control here. We still have 4 questions before we reach the next 50. Opening lines, halftime, and railway lines. Which one would you like to go for?
Let's go with opening lines.
Opening lines it is. The question is, I thought the king had more affected the Duke of Albany than Cornwall is the opening line of which Shakespearean tragedy? 10 seconds.
Scottish play, Hamlet. No.
Unfortunately not those. No, we were looking for King Lear as the answer there. King Lear. The Shakespeare Birthplace Trust handily provides a TLDR of the play. King divides kingdom, Stubbs' daughter goes mad, there's a storm, and everybody dies. Thank you very much for that very handy summation there, Shakespeare Birthplace Trust.
I thought everybody dies as a summation of pretty much every Shakespearean tragedy.
I mean, they might just copy-paste that at the end of every single little snub there, but we'll just take their quote as it is. We need to write that wrong. 3 questions left in this 50. Where do you want to go, Lingo?
Let's try going back to railway lines.
Back to railway lines. 4 wrongs so far. Let's see if we can get one right up there as well. Question is, which London station on the Great Eastern Main Line, a key hub for the 2012 Olympics, became Britain's most used station in 2020 to 2021? 10 seconds.
King's Cross. That's the only one that comes to mind.
Yes, you did mention a London station, and yes, it probably was a busy one at some point in time, but unfortunately not in the year 2020 to 2021. You're now up to 2 strikes, so we will be picking a player out of the audience in a moment. The answer we're looking for there was Stratford Station. Stratford, the answer.
Wouldn't have come to me.
Well, let's see who it's going to pick now to decide your fate going into, well, pretty much the end of this 50. Listwitz has been picked for another spin around here in 500 questions. I've just remembered I've got to do a Richard Quest voice again on one of these questions, don't I? So I will try and remember to do it this time round, unless my voice completely gives way this time. Who knows? We may be ending early, depending on if my voice gives way or not. Listwitz, welcome back to the studio once again. How are you doing right now?
That's two of us that are hoping our voices hold out.
Absolutely. Well, critical point here. 2 strikes on the board for Lingo. Could be your opportunity back into the game here, Listwitz. Now, it's a bit of a tough board because there's only 2 categories to pick from. So it still technically counts as a category pick because there is a choice here. But you get the benefit of being able to do 2 other picks if that situation were to come up again with the 2-strike situation. So,
all right.
What category do you think that Lingo knows least about here?
Well, we've gone 0 for 4, so I'm going to go opening lines.
Hoping that it might be 0 for 5, in which case we'll be saying goodbye to Lingo Maniac here. It is a simple question. Lingo, you need to get this one correct to stay in the game. Your question is... In a 2014 Oscars monologue, who quipped, "It's been a tough couple of days for us. It has been raining. We're fine. Thank you for your prayers." 10 seconds.
What was going on in 2014? Well, at least I'm not going to stick around for when my pack comes up. Best of luck, Listwitz.
Oh!
Unlucky there, Lingo. Listwitz, did you happen to know the answer here?
Not right off.
Not right off. The answer we're looking for is Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen DeGeneres, yes. Ellie on the telly, or Ellen, if you want to say. That was the answer we're looking for there, Lingo. Unfortunately, that is 3 wrong in a row, and that does mean that you are gone. So we have to say goodbye to you, but hope you had a great time here, Lingo.
I did. It was fun to play.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much for playing. And who knows, you might even get a second pick in a moment. The lobby seems to be doing crazy things. But for now, Lingo, take care. I'm going to see you later. There we are. And Listwitz, you are now back once again in the hot seat. How does that feel now that you're back here again?
Let's just say, hoping for a better round this time.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're in the very interesting situation here that, well, we have to see half-time to complete this 50, but then you will get to see 10 brand new categories. So, let's get the half-time question sorted now. I need to do a Richard Quest voice, or I'll try my best to do a Richard Quest voice while my voice is still active. And then we'll move on to our next 50. So, your next question, your first question again, if that makes any sort of sense. Your next question is... The Swiss dish moitié is a fondue made from 2 types of cheese, macaron and which other? 10 seconds.
Gouda, mozzarella, Swiss, cheddar, Monterey, smoked Austrian.
Just a question. Did you say Gruyere in that list?
No.
Good. Okay. I heard something mumbling, and I was wondering if it was Gruyere or something else. Thank you for being honest. No, it was
Gouda.
Oh, Gouda. Fair enough. So that was where it was, because there was a G and a in there. Thank you for being honest on that. Unfortunately, a wrong answer, and I have just given you the answer. It is Gruyere cheese. We're looking for that. Gruyere. So, it is a strike on the board as we go into the next set of 50. But might I say, please, before we do go on into the next set of 50, thank you, please, to Lewis for that set of 50 that we've just played out. That was a wonderful set of 50. And we are now going on into a new 50. In fact, what I'm going to do beforehand, because my throat is actually about to give way right now, So I hope you're happy with this. I'm going to turn off the Richard Quest redemption for now, because my voice will not be able to survive the rest of the stream otherwise if I don't do that. So I think just my own sanity is to do that. Lemon tea, ginger, honey. Yeah, I definitely need that at some point as well. So I'm just going to turn the redemption off for the time being. But if you still want to make any donations regardless of that redemption, then you can do so at tinyurl.com/500QS donate, or scan that QR code, or say !donate in chat to get you the link, and you can click that instead. 100% of the donations you make in the Tiltify page will go directly to mine. I see absolutely nothing of the money. And if you want to play and join the lobby, and you have voice capability, if you get picked in a moment, LYLP, that is the room code, the lobby code you need to enter in to add yourself to the eligibility list, and also join the Discord, discord.gg/ATBASH, all one word there. And have a bit of a chat with all the people currently watching along, all 102 viewers of you right now, which is just bonkers to say that we've got 102 viewers of you right now. My goodness me. Right. We now move on to our anti-penultimate. I think that's the right word for the word before penultimate is anti-penultimate. Stack of this stream, courtesy of Dogfish44. And here comes your next 50. Dogfish has written the following 10 categories: crime fiction, puzzles, world religion, arts and crafts, national parks, voting systems, physics, webcomics, awards, and coins and currency. Those are the next set of categories that you have to face here. So this was what are you thinking here on these categories? Any jump out at you?
I like a couple of these a lot better than the last 10.
Well, let's see if they are indeed any good to you here, or maybe the questions are much harder than the categories seem to suggest. Let's find out. Where do you want to go first? Where do you want to break into?
Let's break the ice with crime fiction.
Crime fiction. And we are starting off with a battle, because of course we are. So let's bring it up. Who will you be battling here on crime fiction? It is Deduceman 45. Deuce, you have been picked by the bot. Please make yourself known somewhere in the green room, and we'll get you in the game here. Ooh, goodness me. Death by crime fiction, says 8 Minky. Ooh, maybe. Let's find out. I think it's not going to be a death by crime fiction, but it seems to be wanting to go for this category. So we'll see how well it goes. We shall await for Deuce to join, and then we'll be on our way into this next 50. Some interesting questions coming up here. Deuce, welcome to the game. How you doing?
Hello, Ash. I'm doing good.
That's great to hear. Welcome to the game, and welcome to this battle. How are you on crime fiction, Deuce?
I don't know.
You don't know. Well, we'll see how well this goes. You might be able to get this correct. You may be able to beat Liswitz on this question. We shall see. Liswitz, you get the distinction of picking who goes first. Would you like to lead or follow here in this battle?
I think Deuce is trying to play me on that, but I'm going to follow anyway.
You are going to follow anyway. All right. So, Deuce, you are answering first here on this question. Apart from The Incredible Theft, name the other 34 listed novels featuring Hercule Poirot and or the on the Agatha Christie website. Goodness me, I'll read that again. Name the other 34 listed novels featuring Hercule Poirot on the Agatha Christie website. We are excluding short stories and compilations such as The Mysterious Mr. Quinn and Poirot Investigates. We are also excluding the Sophie Hannah books published in the 2010s in the same series, and also exclude the novelization of any plays. Deuce, you are answering first. 5 seconds.
Any
ideas?
I got nothing, no. Nope.
It's always terrible when that happens, when you come into a battle and you've absolutely got nothing to contribute to it. It is absolutely devastating when that happens. Unlucky Deuce does mean we will be saying goodbye to you in a moment. Listwitz, while you are here, do you have any suggestions of any answers on this board?
Well, the obvious two are Murder on the Orient Express.
Yeah.
And Sun Under the Nile.
Yeah, I believe that was up there as well. Yes.
Crime fiction is not my thing. Sorry.
And the others I can't think of right off the top of my head.
Well, let's have a look at all the answers on the board there. And they all are here. After Funeral, and then Curtain, and Death on the Nile. Halloween Party, Lord Edgware Dies, 1-2 Book of My Shoe, Sad Cypress, The Big Four, The Clock's the Hollow, The Murder of Roger Ackroyd, Third Girl, 3-Act Tragedy, and many others that I failed to read on that pass up there. Deuce, unlucky there, got the sort of the sharp end of a raw deal for you there, unfortunately. Just not the topic you were hoping for, and unfortunately we do have to say goodbye. But I hope you've been enjoying the stream so far, Deuce.
I did. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you later. Take care, Deuce.
See ya.
Bye. Listwitz continuing on then into this 50. Hopefully not a battle on the next question, but who knows what will happen. Where do you want to go next?
Don't test my luck, unfortunately. Let's go with puzzles.
Puzzles. Okay, question in puzzles is... What is the full name of the person who sold the viral word puzzle game Wordle to the New York Times in 2022? 10 seconds.
I hate this game too. Robert Racy. No, it's.
I'm afraid not.
No clue.
There's a specific reason why we have to ask for the full name here, because his surname very much sounds like Wordle. The answer we're looking for here is Josh Wardle. W-A-R-D-L-E. Josh Wardle is the answer we're looking for. And according to some sources, there was apparently a figure of $2 million, or a figure of $2 million was mooted with regards to this selling to New York Times. It's always nice, isn't it? I prefer Lingo the game show, to be honest, but hey, can't complain with some free Wordle for the time being until, you know, it gets put behind a paywall, in which case we then go to the open source community to just continue our fun instead. One strike on the board, and we need to get rid of that strike. Where do you want to go, Listwitz?
Let's go coins and currency.
Coins and currency. Okay, first question in that category is this. Which island country, part of the realm of New Zealand, has minted commemorative coins with designs including Pikachu and Darth Vader? 10 seconds.
Tasmania, Wellington. Trying to think of the other islands of New Zealand.
Unlucky. Yeah, getting some answers in that ballpark, but not the one we're looking for. The answer we're looking for there is Niue. Niue is the answer. And they've also done designs including Disney princesses and also even a TARDIS as well on one of their coins. So, some really interesting coins, clearly. Does mean, Listwitz, we're back in this situation. 2 strikes on the board for you. You know what that means?
Yep.
We've got to bring somebody else into the fray to make your mind up on the next question, and that is the return of Vibri Oni 91_573. Please make your way back to the green room. You have been given a second shot here in the 500 question studio. It is the only redemption. It really is. Return of the Vibri. Return of the Vibri. It doesn't quite roll off the tongue, that does it? Welcome back, Alex. How you doing?
I guess you weren't sick enough of me at the first go.
Hey, you get a second chance at the second bite of the cherry, as it were, this time round. We seem to be very generous on allowing people a second time round now. So, we are on 2 strikes here for Listwitz. That does mean you are the one deciding the next category. And if you do well here and knock Listwitz out, then you get yourself a second chance in the hot seat and try and do a bit better than Nilpois. So, what do you want to do? What category do you think is going to get rid of Listwitz?
Let's see. I think, let's see how you do on voting systems.
Voting systems. Interesting. Listwitz, how are you on your voting systems?
Depends on which one.
Okay, well, let's find out which one or something that we are talking about. Your question, you have to get this right to stay in the game. Listwitz, your question is... In a ranked voting system, candidate A beats B, B beats C, and C beats A. In what kind of cycle named after a French philosopher? 10 seconds.
Forgot what's it called. Lafitte for Versailles. Oh, I know this one. I can't think of it.
That is going to be 3 wrong in a row, which will mean you are out in a moment. Oni, you are sitting there on the sideline. Would you have an idea on this?
No. It turns out I don't really know that a lot about French philosophy.
There are a couple in chat that have given me an answer, I think. Yes, a couple indeed have. The answer we're looking for is a Condorcet.
Condorcet.
Or Condorcet, yeah, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, no one I'd hear it.
Marquis de Condorcet is the answer there for that question. Wow, unlucky there, Listwitz. That does mean it is 3 wrong in a row. We have to say goodbye to you once again from the hot seat. But the way this lobby has been going, who knows? Wacky stuff could be happening. You could be back here for a third term. But I hope you've still been having fun regardless.
Having a blast regardless.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for playing, Listwitz, and we will see you later again. Take care. And we're continuing on with some more serious case of Dijon mustard. Only you're back in the hot seat again. Hello.
Oh, I could do with a bit of Dijon mustard now.
Oh, I really would as well. Yeah, it's a nice kind of mustard. I mean, English mustard is great, but Dijon is also great in its own right as well.
Sort of fragrant nuttiness. You put that in a cream sauce with a bit of bacon lard on, some mushrooms, do it with some chicken, put it on pasta.
Oh yes, mate, absolutely. Anyway, we don't need to talk about food right now. Also, you're making me hungry because I haven't had much food today. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's start on this. Which category would you like first?
I'm going to start off with webcomics.
Webcomics, all right. And you started off with a triple threat, so you're going to have to give me 3 answers to complete the triple threat. Good luck. Here comes your question. Other than Black Mage, name the 3 members of the Warriors of Light in 8-Bit Theatre, a webcomic parodying the first Final Fantasy game. 10 seconds.
Red Mage, Blue Mage, White Mage. No. Oh, good lord. Ellie's going to kill me.
Red Mage, yes, that stuck. And there are a couple of other classes in the original Final Fantasy game that they then did as characters in this parody in 8-Bit Theatre. The answers that you should have gone for were also the Fighter and Thief classes there. Fighter and Thief.
The only FF game I've played is 9, so...
Okay. So, yeah, it's a bit difficult there because they already by that point you're sort of phasing out things like Red Mage and that anyway. So,
yeah.
And getting all sorts of other hybrid kind of classes happening. So... Strike on the board on the first question. I really don't want this to be another 0 for 3 again for you, Ernie, but...
I could be the first double.
The first double on the same... The first 0-0. Oh my god. I mean, that's a way of saying it. It's the first 0-0 on 500 questions. So, let's see.
If you can't be a good example, if you can't be a good example, always be a shocking warning. Coins and currency.
Coins and currency. Well, I know you like writing your questions about currency, so hopefully you'll be able to do well here. Your question is...
Spoil my thing.
Following a 2020 parliamentary vote, Iran is planning to change its currency to the Toman, replacing which existing currency? 10 seconds.
It's the Iranian Rial.
There you go. Do you happen to know what the exchange rate is?
I believe it's 1 to 10,000. I know that the Rial was the weakest currency in terms of monetary value until like 2021. It was replaced by the, I think, the Venezuelan Bolivar is now.
1 to 10,000 is the exact exchange rate I have here on my factoids. Some great knowledge there. So it does mean we are not going to have a double O from you here, Alex, because you got it bang on there, and you are now in the money. 1,000 in the bank. So you can now finally retire with something in the bank here tonight. But let's just sweeten the deal and try and get a bit more in for you. Where do you want to go next?
Let's go for arts and crafts.
All right, sure. The question is, Ada cloth is a fabric most associated with what kind of embroidery recently popularized across FlossTube YouTube channels? 10 seconds.
Macrame, cross stitch.
Good answer, yeah.
Oh.
Cross stitch, the correct answer there. Ada cloth was developed after the release of Giuseppe Verdi's opera Aida, and speculation supposes it was named for it, but I think the pronunciation is Ada, not Aida. So we will continue on, and your next category what shall it be?
Can I take world religion?
World religion it shall be. Oh, it's a top 10 challenge though. Okay. So we have to bring somebody up to the sidelines at the very least. And that person is... It is Jumble for a second time in a row now. Jumble, yes. Oh, he says in chat. Indeed, you have been picked for a second time. Only very recently you were picked as well. So, well, welcome back to the game. And we'll see how well you can do. Jumble, welcome back. How you doing?
Slightly better.
Slightly better, that's what we like to hear. So, you are going to take the sideline seat, and you may be playing here in a moment. Depends on what Oni wants to do here. Would you like to play, or would you like to pass this top 10 challenge here, Alex?
Let's see how you do. I'm going to pass it.
You're going to pass it. So, Jumble, you need to get this one right to stay in the game. It's going to be a top 10 challenge, so 5 of the 10 possible answers, and in 15 seconds to stay in it. Are you ready?
Ready.
Here you go. Name 5 of the 10 countries with the highest percentage of Hindu population, according to the Pew Research Center. 15 seconds.
Brazil. Wait, that even Venezuela. Yeah. I need to work with countries.
None of those ones, I'm afraid. So that is going to be a wrong answer, and we're going to have to say goodbye in a moment. Oni, do you have any guesses there?
India, Sri Lanka, around that general area, and then probably a couple of things like Canada or United Kingdom or United States.
None of those are the 3 you mentioned, but India and Sri Lanka, certainly those are on the list there. Let's have a look at the complete set. The answers there were Bhutan, Fiji, Guyana, India, Mauritius, Nepal, Qatar, Sri Lanka, Suriname, and also Trinidad and Tobago. Those were the complete set of answers. So, Jumble, it was another swift visit in and a swift visit out, but I hope you've been enjoying this stream so far.
Thank you.
All right, well, take care, and maybe we'll see you later again for a 3rd visit. Who knows? But until then, we'll see you later. All right, Ernie back in the driving seat again. 2,000 in the bank now from that correct pass, and we continue on. Where do you want to go next?
First ever opponent I've thrown out from this seat. Let's go for physics.
Physics. All right, your question to physics is: oobleck, custard, and nail polish are all examples of what type of fluid named for not following a certain law of viscosity? 10 seconds.
I believe they're non-Newtonian fluid.
That they are. I'm sure quite a few of us have they first got a reference of non-Newtonian fluids from Brainiac with good old John Tickle running across a pool of custard, because of course he did. Adding 1,000 to the bank there, up to 3,000 now in the bank, and we continue on to your 9th question.
I'll take awards.
Awards, okay. Question there is the following. In 2010, which actress won both the Oscar for Best Actress and the Razzie for Worst Actress? 10 seconds.
Oh, God, all right. Questions on the Razzies. I should really know this. It's not Halle Berry. No. What's her name? Kate Hood. No, Kate Winslet, maybe.
I'm afraid not. None of those answers there. Anybody else in chat? Shapes and Servo and Mark getting it. We were looking for Sandra Bullock.
Oh, right.
This was all about Steve, the film, from the looks of things. All about Steve. Sandra Bullock, the answer there. Never mind. Got the strike on the board. I think we can easily clear that, though. So where do you want to go to do that?
Yeah, I'm going to pop back to coins.
All right, fair enough. Write that wrong with coins. Minted in 2009, which World Heritage Site in Greater London is featured on the scarcest 50p coin in circulation? 10 seconds.
Greenwich Clock Museum, Lords, V&A Museum. No.
It's now a second strike on the board for Euroni. Probably something you weren't quite expecting in this coins and currencies category. Some people in chat getting it right. The answer is Kew Gardens. The answer there. Yes, of all the 50p coins in circulation, the 210,000 Kew Gardens 50p's are incredibly rare. However, when factoring in coins that have left circulation, they are beaten out by the 1992 to 1993 single European market 50p, with only 109,000 minted in total. So, Kew Gardens was the right answer there. Only 2 wrong in a row. You know what happens when it makes it 3. We don't want that to happen, but we need to do something first. Bring somebody else in to decide the next category. And
oh, welcome back.
Oh, it's Shapes. It's a rematch.
Oh, Shapes, do you want any Destiny's Child questions again?
The RNG has a cruel sense of irony, doesn't it? Honestly.
Oh,
holy shit! This is crazy.
Also, I like how if we're both in the studio, we're both waving at each other.
Dude, honestly, the RNG in these games has some serious zero chill situation going on. Let me have a quick look at donations again while I can. While I've got a little bit of downtime while I wait for Shapes to sort audio out. There are no other donations that have come through. So we're still sitting at, probably it's still an amazing amount, really, isn't it? £3,249.72 so far, all being raised for Mind UK, a wonderful mental health charity here in the UK. They're going to be absolutely over moon with this amount of money that we're raising for them so far. And I've still yet to put in my my contribution from all you people donating bits and subs and that I'm going to have to work out at the end of the stream. Shapes, welcome back. And in this very unique scenario where we also get the same people up on the stage at the same time. How on earth does that happen? I just don't know. Someone's going to do the maths on it, though.
This was very unexpected. And also, only made me corpse about half a minute before I got called up here by saying Greenwich Clocks Museum.
Bloody thanks, Philomena Kunk.
But what is clocks?
We just don't know. So, it's all jollity, but there is a serious moment in the quiz here in that Oni is sitting here with just one life, as it were. Shapes, which category do you think Oni knows least about?
Pick Russian literature, I dare you.
Let's go for national parks.
national parks. Okay, so only you need to get this question right to stay in the game. Topper, thank you very much for hanging on as long as you can. I know you've been under the weather, so definitely go and get some rest, mate, and get ready for your stream tomorrow. It's going to be an awesome one, I'm sure. Do take care, and we'll see you later, Topper. So, Oni, you need this right to stay in the game. Good luck. Your question is the following. The establishment of the Serengeti National Park in 1951 controversially evicted which people from Serengeti, their homeland? 10 seconds.
Oh, it's the Maasai.
It is the Maasai, yes! Nicely done, good sir, there. Righting those wrongs, adding 1,000 to the board as well for your first guess as well is absolutely amazing. To Topper with a plug saying, yeah, there's 479 fewer questions over on his stream tomorrow. So if you can't deal with 500, at least there's 21, only 21 for Topper's game. So I'm sure you'll be able to handle that. Oni, still in there, and Shapes, you can sit tight for a little because that was a category pick. So you're going to be here for a little while longer, and we'll see how it all plays out as we move on to our next category pick for Oni.
I'm going to pop for puzzles, thank you.
Popping in for puzzles. Question. A Fistomephel ring is a highly advanced technique used when solving what kind of puzzle? 10 seconds.
Oh, bloody hell. Cryptography? No. Escaping one? Is it a mathematical? Is it a cipher? No.
I think you're going a bit too high level on that one, or low level actually, rather than should I say it. Shapes, do you happen to know this one?
Is it Sudoku?
That it is a Sudoku, yes. Quite often mentioned on Cracking the Cryptic YouTube channel. Yeah, Fistomephel ring. There's a theory essentially that states that the 16 squares surrounding the central box in rows or columns 7 contain exactly the same digits as 4 2x2 squares made in the corner of the grid, no matter what kind of Sudoku puzzle is being considered. It's another really high level technique to solve some very devious puzzles out there. Is a Fistomephel ring, but you really only need to.
Said there'd be math.
You only need to resort to that kind of level though if you're really in a bind though, or if you've got a particular person that wants to set a very cruel kind of puzzle. But Cracking the Cryptic is a great YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to them and you kind of like your puzzles, you like your Sudokus, do go give them a watch along. But we still have some quizzing still left to do over here on this side. 363 questions we've seen so far on this stream. We still have 137 to get through until we finish the stream off proper. Oni, where do you want to go next?
I'm going to jump to my 50% Old Faithful coins and currency.
Coins and currency, and it's a battle! So we're going to bring Shapes in on this battle then. Well, here we go, folks. This could be a good one. Now, Oni, you are the one in the driving seat here. Would you like to lead or follow in this battle?
In the words of U2 in 1980, I will follow.
You will follow. Shapes. Therefore, you are answering first on this question. Name the 18 currencies which are the official currencies of any country or territory of the Americas. We are just looking for the currency names. So if this question was based on Asia, then the Japanese yen would just be condensed down to yen. And whilst the Indian rupee and Pakistani rupee would both just be listed under the singular answer rupee. So where there are duplicates with the same singular currency name, only one of those will appear on this list. Shapes, you're answering first. 5 seconds.
Dollar.
Yes.
Peso.
Yes.
Sol.
Yes.
Real.
Yes.
Oh god.
Need an answer.
Pound.
Yes.
Bolivar.
Yes.
Scooter. No.
That one is not on the list, I'm afraid, Shape, so I can accept. Did you have any others in mind, Oni?
Cologne for Costa Rica and
Yes.
Guarani for Paraguay.
Yeah, both of those were on the list, amongst many others as well. Let's have a look at the complete sets that you could have gone for. We had the Balboa, we had the Boliviano, the Colon, the Cordoba, the Euro, Florin, Gord, Guarani, Gilda, Krona, Lempira, Quetzal, and that was your lot. So.
Oh yeah, it's French Guiana that has the Euro.
Absolutely, it is. Yes.
It's that little thing in the square bit on the. There's a little bit of the corner of the Euro banknotes.
Yeah. Well, Shapes, unfortunately, failing in that battle there, so we do have to say goodbye to you for a second time this evening, but I hope you've been enjoying this epic stream.
I have indeed.
Oh, thank you very much for tuning in. Take care, and we'll see you later.
Yeah. See you, man.
Sorry much, mate.
Only doing well there on, obviously, their category of strength, although the 50-50 doesn't necessarily reflect that. Some very good knowledge there on the American currencies. Let's keep going. Where do you want to go next?
I know the currencies. I don't know shit about what's on them. Let's go world religion again.
World religion. The question there is... Mazdayasna is an ancient religion based on the teachings of which prophet, who lends his name to the religion's more common name? 10 seconds.
Zoroastria.
Yeah, I'll take that, yeah. Also could say Zarathustra if you wanted to say that as well. But
I get that. Okay.
Yeah, Zoroaster or Zarathustra, those were all absolutely fine. 1,000 added to the total, and we keep going.
We'd love to see it. Let's go for the let's do arts and crafts again.
Arts and crafts. Question is, referenced in a 2020 Sims 4 pack, what phenomenon occurs when gifting a significant other a knitted garment when it ends the relationship? 10 seconds.
Sweater depression. No. It's a breakup. It's a breakup with like a stitching thing. No.
You're sort of really towing the line there on sweater depression, honestly. But unfortunately, not quite a depression. It's more an anger that it would create instead. The answer we were looking for is sweater curse. Or curse of the love sweater, or curse of the boyfriend sweater. Principle being is that the creator of the garment naturally puts a huge amount of effort into making said garment, but then the emotion is not reciprocated the other way. It's just like, oh, thanks for this garment that I didn't want necessarily. And that is what then ends the relationship, this complete emotional disparity between the two. That is the sweater curse. So now you all know out there, don't go making sweaters for people. You're just invoking the sweater curse on your own relationship, and no one wants that on anybody's conscience. So we can continue on. One strike on the board. We need to write that wrong. Where do you want to go, Oni?
Just noticed that Cultaholics in the audience. That's cute. Voting systems.
Voting systems it is. Your question is, which effect, where the presence of a non-winning candidate affects the eventual winner, scuppered Al Gore's presidential campaign in 2000? 10 seconds.
The bullshit that went on in Florida. Oh god, what's it called? Bellwether effect? Kingmaker? No.
Can't take that, I'm afraid. No. 2 strikes on the board, and spoilers, the answer is the spoiler effect. You could also have said binary independence or the independence axiom, and we were also able to accept the Nader effect because this was due to Ralph Nader's 97,000 votes in Florida that were enough of a spoiler to cause Gore to lose the state and thus the presidency, since George W. Bush won the state by just 537 votes. That's how
we thought it was the only election you did anything really in was 1992.
Well, now you know. The spoiler factor is the answer we're looking for there. 2 strikes back on the board for you, Odie, which means we got to do this thing again. Bring another player in. Probably a redo. No, it's not. It's a latecomer to the lobby. It is Tandri has been picked by the lobby RNG to be our next contestant up. So, Tandri, please make your way to the green room. Hope you're doing well. Ben in chat there. Yeah, fair enough, Ben. I mean, I did the same when you were doing your stream as well, because I was with family at the time, and I just couldn't go much longer. So absolutely respect that you are bailing out at this 12+ hour mark at the moment. But I'm going to power on and see how far I can get with this. I'm hoping I can get through all 500 questions, but it could be a bit crazy in the last 100. Who knows? Of course, there will be a VOD.
Don't you have to do a draw at the end with the dudes?
I originally planned on that being a thing.
Is that Wednesday?
But I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I might just do that on an off occasion in the Discord or something with people in presence. And honestly, I probably will just bail at the end of the 500 questions.
It'll be great. I'll bring a kazoo along. It'll be fine.
Anyway, we do have a Tandri. Hello there.
Yeah. This stream is unbelievable. Just congrats again for what you've managed to do. That's amazing.
Thank you very much for those very kind words. And you've very recently joined the community here in the past, 2 weeks, I think it is?
Yeah, 3 weeks ago, I found an old video of yours doing a Wonderwall.
You know what? A lot of people have found me that way as well. They just seem to find this random Wonderwall videos like, oh, that's a kind of cool thing.
All praise the YouTube algorithm.
Absolutely, all praise. Well, you are now here. You are in the sideline seats here, and you have the fate of Oni's game in your hands right now. You are picking the next category Oni will be facing. So, which shall it be?
All right, I see 2 incorrect answers on voting systems. Let's go for 3.
Let's go for 3. Now it is a triple threat, Oni, so we're really piling the pressure on here for you. You have to give me all 3 correct answers in 10 seconds to be able to continue on in the game. Otherwise, you will be... Thank you very much, audience. So, are you ready, Oni?
I'm ready.
Good luck. Here is your question. Name the 3 voting systems used to elect candidates to Westminster, Holyrood, and the Senate and Stormont. 10 seconds.
Single transferable vote, first past post, alternative vote, Stableford, Paraguayan Guarani.
Just naming a currency because why not at the end there?
It worked last.
You got the STV and the FPTP absolutely right, but it's not it is not the alternative. Obviously, that was the one that went through and then was rejected by all the parties with no sense whatsoever, because of course they have a vested interest
You
to
won't
keep
like
themselves.
it. It's too difficult.
It's not too difficult. It's just that they want to keep themselves in power, and they know that with FPTP they can do that. Whereas with AV,
Mate, don't
it's
get me
much harder.
started. I'll be here all bloody morning.
Hashtag politics. We'll leave that alone. But the last one that you should have given was the additional member system, or AMS for short. That was the one you could have gone for there to keep yourself in the game. Unfortunately, though, that is now 3 wrong in a row for you in this second run for yourself, which does mean only we do have to say goodbye. But I hope you had an awesome time today.
Yeah, how much did I end up banking?
How much did you end up banking? You know what? I didn't even keep track of that.
I think it might have been 4K.
No, wait. I do have track of that. You have 6,000 in the bank there.
Oh, that is lovely. I'm going to go off and drink some hairspray.
Oh. Okay, cool. Well,
I've ran out of any real alcohol. There's nothing else in that house. I'm sure if I water it down, it'll be fine.
Oh, no, you don't want to water down alcohol. That's not a good idea. Anyway, either way, Oni, take care. Have a good rest of your evening or night or whatever it is even right now, because it's now nearly, well, it's 20 past midnight here in the UK. We still haven't finished.
New Wordle Day.
It's a New Wordle Day. You're right, isn't it? Anyway, take care, Oni. See you later. Bye.
Once more, Money, thank you very much for playing. Good luck.
And here we go. And Tandri, welcome to the hot seat. The first time you've been in a voice game, and it is on 500 questions here, so not much pressure at all for you.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go all the way. I have an inner sense of these things.
You have an inner sense? You think you're gonna go all the way?
So we're not gonna do 500 today because there's only 132 left. But I'm gonna get the lot. I can feel it.
Well,
or I'm completely full of garbage. One of those. Two things.
We'll see which tips the scales in a moment. To start off with, let's pick a category. Let's see where we can go. Where do you want to go first?
Puzzles, please.
Puzzles. All right, let's get you off the mark with this question right here. What term, also another type of puzzle, describes a crossword clue where multiple letters are entered into a square? 10 seconds.
Acrostic? No.
You're sort of making your way there. Not quite what we're looking for. First strike on the board. Answer we're looking for is a rebus. A rebus puzzle. Other kinds of rebus puzzles use pictures generally and individual letters to communicate a word or phrase. Very much what Brian is currently doing in the forum game chat is he does a lot of rebuses in the sort of style of the classic concentration style puzzles. Those are rebus puzzles as well. It is a wrong answer for you at the moment, so let's see what we can do to right that wrong. Where do you want to go?
It's very important to note that I did not claim that I'd get them all right.
That's the thing about this game. You do not have to get them all right. Technically, a 33% success rate is enough for you to get 500 questions.
I'll tip my hand a little bit and say that half of these categories scare the hell out of me. I will go with webcomics, please.
Webcomics it shall be then. Your next question is the following. Featuring barely changing artwork, what is the appropriate name for Ryan North's webcomic featuring T-Rex, Utah Raptor, and Dromisioeomios? 10 seconds.
So I was on Twitter getting tweeted yesterday. It's not static world, ending world, destruction world, something.
I'm afraid
like
not.
My run right here.
So, what are these animals you see before you? What are they all generally?
Yeah, well, yes. Dinosaur comics. It's really easy when I can read the chat after the time is running.
Yeah, dinosaur comics, the answer we're looking for there. You could have also said Quants as an answer, according to this. That is the actual home web page for the dinosaur comics is Quants. So, Tandri.
It's going well. I'd say it's going well. Would you say it's going well?
It's going well. It's certainly going somewhere. Let's put it that way. Where it's going is we need to bring somebody else into the fray.
Yep, my turn.
Just even more fun with even more people. And we are bringing one of the other fairly new members to the community. Chris is returning back again for a second visit. Goodness me. It is all of the returns going on now. Wow.
I'd like to say in my own defense, I'm a better host than player. Of course, I'm not really a good host either, so that just works out.
Hello there, Chris. Welcome back once again. How you doing?
We'll find out if I manage to go any better than I did last time.
All right. Well, here we go. You are in the sideline, and it is a 2-strike scenario. So you have the duty here to pick the next category that Tandri needs to face. And if Tandri gets it right, then, well, we clear the strikes and we continue on. However, if Tandri gets it wrong, then it is going to be 3 and then gone. So, Chris, which category will it be?
Okay. Well, I'm going to go coins and currency.
Coins and currency. The last one in the category. How do you feel about that one there, Tandri?
50-50. And as I'm...
Would you say it's a coin flip?
Now, this is a huge improvement.
All right. Well, to stay in the game, you need to get this one right. Your question is, From 1927 to 1946, which country used the pengo as their currency? 10 seconds.
Poland, Finland, Norway, Sweden, the Tito-Venusian system.
Oh, I was hoping you were going to go more the right way when you said Poland. It was sort of starting to tend the right way. And yeah, in that Eurocentric area. The answer we're looking for, anybody in chat? Yeah, a few getting it. There is a big hint there in the character with that double acute. It's a very particular feature of the language.
I've never seen that before, ever. Yeah.
It is in the Hungarian language. Yeah, very much a prominent feature of the Hungarian language is that double acute accent.
I haven't watched every second. Has anybody else gone down swinging on 3 pitches?
Oh, don't worry. We've already had plenty of those today, so you're not alone.
Okay.
You are not. You are in good company with quite a few people. They were pretty much immediately following Lucario's run, so don't worry. Only was one of them who actually was able to do better on their second run, but there are plenty others as well that went down on just 3 swings and out. But it just demonstrates how difficult this show actually is, and even demonstrate even more how well Lucario did to complete 500 questions.
Lucario is an absolute freaking legend.
He absolutely is.
Absolute. All right, thanks for having me. It was fun.
No worries, thank you. And thank you for tuning in, Tandri. And hope to see you around the stream and around the community for a while longer. For now, we have to say goodbye, though. Take care. Chris, welcome to the other side.
I'm doing better than last time.
Yay! That's what we like to hear. Well, welcome over here. Before we do continue on with the quiz, I heard another ding. So let me quickly refresh my page here on the iPad. And we will see that there has been a donation coming in from a Daniel Hurst with a £20 donation and no comment on top of that. But appreciate the £20 donation direct there to Mind UK. Appreciate that greatly. Thank you very much. All donations are all welcome. Let's keep going though. Chris, in the driving seat now. We've got 29 questions still to pick from here. The only category you can't pick from is coins and currency. That is now locked out with that lovely sort of alternating red-white pattern. Let's see. Where do you want to go first?
Well, where I want to go first? I don't want to just get all the bad ones out of the way, but I also want to get some confidence builders going. Let's go puzzles.
Puzzles. Okay, your first puzzle question is this. Use in cryptic crosswords, which form of wordplay involves swapping consonant clusters between words, such as flat cap and becoming cat flap? 10 seconds.
Spoonerism?
Yes, there we go. Nice starter for you there. Named after Reverend William Archibald Spooner, a long-serving Oxford Don. He rarely made spoonerisms, with only a few examples that can be truly attributed to him, but his name is used for them to this day. And the more you watch my streams, the more you find out that I make accidental spoonerisms all the damn time. 1,000 fake dollars in your bank after one question. You're already doing like 100% better than the previous run.
Infinite. An infinite percentage.
In fact, indeed, yes, because you did have 0, so it is an infinite percent exchange here. So let's keep going and continue to the next level of infinite.
Yes, let's do physics.
Physics, because I'm sure that's how infinite works, isn't it? The mathematicians don't get in touch with me, though. Question on physics is this. The word laser is an acronym for light amplification by stimulated emission of what? 10 seconds.
Radiation?
It is radiation, yes. Yeah, a laser emits a very intense, narrow, parallel beam of highly monochromatic light to stimulate the emission of more light of the same wavelength and phase by excited atoms and molecules. Good answer. 1,000 extra dollars being added to your bank. 2 for 2 is actually a good ratio to go for, actually. If you can keep this up, very few people can keep up to like 100% ratio. So let's keep it going.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to take awards.
Awards. This is a triple threat, so you're going to have to give me 3 correct answers in 10 seconds for it to be worth, well, 3,000 if you can complete it. So you can even do better than 100% if you can complete this one. Well, so here comes your question. Name 3 of the 4 shows to have received the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Competition Program. The award has been given out since 2003. 10 seconds.
Survivor, The Mole, Amazing Race, Wipeout, RuPaul's Drag Race.
I will take that one. Unfortunately, not enough to complete all 3, though. But you were getting into the right track there right at the end. Unfortunately, a wrong on the board. Anybody else?
It's going to be like some Food Network stuff, I bet.
Food Network is a good shout to go down that route, certainly. What have we got to chat? Anybody else say Project Runway? No. Biggest Loser? No. Survivor Apprentice? No. Hell's Kitchen? No. The
Because
Voice
Next Top Model.
The Voice is on the list. And the other one
American
down,
Idol or something, yeah.
And the other one down the food route there is Top Chef was also on the list.
Top Chef. Oh, okay, yeah.
Top Chef grabbed the award in 2010, and The Amazing Race has literally just taken off, and that has won the remaining 10 times. Goodness me, that's done so well. How amazing! So 1 strike on the board. We do need to get rid of that. Let's see what you want to do to get rid of it. Where do you want to go?
Webcomics, please.
Webcomics to clear that strike. Your question is, with books including War and XPs and On the Origin of PCs, The Order of the Stick is a webcomic parodying which tabletop game? 10 seconds.
Dungeons and Dragons?
It's a great shout. Yes, indeed. D&D. While the series does tap into other role-playing conventions, the world is based upon the mechanics of D&D 3.5 edition. Clear that strike, add 1,000 to the board, now up to 3,000 in the bank, and in a good place once again. 0 strikes on the board.
All right, crime fiction, please.
Crime fiction, the question there. Nao Marsh, who lent her name to a regional award in crime fiction works, was born in which country? 10 seconds.
Oh no, Italy, France, Spain, Germany, UK, Ireland, Scotland, Nigeria, South Africa, Chad, Egypt, Liberia, Nigeria. Yeah, I'm just going to name countries.
I appreciate you answering all in that ballpark. Unfortunately, you kind of have to shift completely the other side of the globe before you got somewhere
like Australia, New Zealand, Japan.
New Zealand was the answer we're looking
New Zealand,
for there.
okay,
yeah. So, yeah, if you dalted about a bit more, then you might have hit it. But, no, I appreciate you going for a real, like, big old splat.
I resolved to myself, if I went in, I was just going to spam as many answers the first opportunity I had to. So I'm glad I was actually able to form words.
Those some really good answers in there, just unfortunately in the wrong part of the world to go for. But that's fine. Got 1 strike back on the board again that we can easily clear off with a good answer somewhere else. So where do you want to go?
Oh, man, I'm trying to decide which ones I don't want to waste, but I also don't want to risk 2 strikes. I'm gonna go back to physics.
Go back to physics. Question is, which problem in orbital mechanics regarding the gravitational forces of, for example, the Sun, Earth, and Moon is also a 2008 Liu Cixin novel? 10 seconds.
The 3-body problem.
It is the 3-body problem, and there's a pronunciation guide that I completely messed up there. It should have been Leo Tsushin that I should have said there for that name. I apologise for missing that pronunciation guide. But you got 3-body problem absolutely on the nose. Clear that strike and add 1,000 to your total, up to 4,000 after 6 questions seen. So doing pretty well. Let's keep it going, Chris. Let's keep it going.
Arts and crafts, please.
Arts and crafts. And the question there. Using a pre-made base that does not require saponification, melt and pour is a process in the crafting of what product? 10 seconds.
Steel, tin, melt and pour copper, bronze, melt and pour foundations, concrete.
definitely in the wrong ballpark there. We're more in the world of nearly cosmetics, I would say. More.
I can see chat. I'm realizing where my error went is in not knowing the word saponification.
Yes, saponification there, the hint, it's soap we were looking for, going towards there as the answer. Saponification is the process where fats or oils are turned into soap using an alkali, which for beginners is inherently fairly dangerous. There are some guides on YouTube from people like Nile Red, who's actually done it in 2 different forms, but of course, always with his videos, he exclaims, "Do not try this at home. He's a professional chemist. You're not. He knows what he's doing. You don't." But it's some great videos with Nara Red. Do go and give him a follow on YouTube as well. I'm just recommending basically all of my YouTube recommended. It just seems to be that me and Lewis just had a shared interest with a lot of things that we didn't even know. Strike is back on the board. We need to clear it. Where do you want to go?
Oh, we got to get rid of it. Back to webcomics.
Back to webcomics. The question is, engineer Randall Munroe, author of the books What If and Thing Explainer, is best known for which webcomic? 10 seconds.
XKCD.
Absolutely. Now, what would have been absolutely amazing if we could have done it, and I know that really we can't, but if we had written that question in the style of Thing Explainer, but I don't think we would have been able to do that and keep it within the number of characters allowed for this game. Otherwise, it would be very, very squished.
It would also need alt text that when your mouse hovered over it.
Oh, that's true. I would need to do alt text as well to make it a bit more with the extra jokes, etc. Clear that strike. 1,000 more added to the bank, now up to 5,000 fake dollars, and we continue on to question number 9 for yourself.
I'm going to pick the category. Please donate, because this man is working his tail off on such a really long stream today to put together something entertaining. Throw your money at this charity. It's really well worth it.
Oh, you didn't need
Press
to say
exclamation point donate in chat. Come on, let's do it.
So where are we going on this one?
All right, I still have to pick a category. Yes. National parks.
National parks. Here we go. I do appreciate the little plug in there, but you do have a quiz still to play. Right, national parks is the category. Here we go. The question is: widely considered one of the first areas protected in a similar way to a national park, Bogd Khan Mountain overlooks which capital city? 10 seconds.
Bogd Khan Mountain, Beijing, Singapore, Hong Kong. Nope.
Afraid not. None of those. Everybody in chat know that one. Bit of a difficult to type, actually, to be honest. I'll be surprised if someone actually does type it correctly on the first bounce. Not New Delhi, not Ho Chi Minh, not Delhi. No. Anybody else? Any other ideas? Not Islamabad.
I don't feel
either,
nearly as bad now.
Not Mongolia. Only has got it, although he has typed it incorrectly. It requires an extra A according to how we've spelled it. It's Ulaanbaatar, the answer we're looking for there. Ulaanbaatar. And Mark spelling it another different way. I said there was going to be some interesting spellings on that one because it's very rarely referenced. And we have it as 2 A's and 2 A's. But there could be alternate spellings in there somewhere anyway. It is a wrong answer. We need to write that wrong. Where next, Chris, for your 10th question?
Gonna go back to physics.
Back to physics with a battle. So we do have to bring somebody else.
It was bound to happen.
It was going to happen at some point, unfortunately. Yes, let's bring a fellow competitor up here for a battle on physics. What's a new name? Jimmy Cato. I am not familiar with this name. I wonder if they have joined very recently with this stream or not. But either way, Jimmy Cato, you have been picked. Please make your way to the green. You already have. Bloody hell, you're very keen. Goodness me. And we'll get you sound checked and we'll get you into this game here against Chris. Well, how are you feeling at the moment, Chris, going into a battle?
I am, everything at this point is icing. I came in and I sounded competent. So,
Let's say
This is all
you're
fun.
already on an infinite trajectory, so you cannot do any better than that right now. Oh, we got a ding. I've just heard a ding noise happen. That does mean I need to go onto my iPad, which for some reason keeps resetting the zoom level to like abnormal values to make it hard for me to do anything. But either way, we have a £20 donation from Lugaroo, who says, "Not gonna lie, this is as much for the charity as it is to get Ash to host Quarren Stream. Thank you very much for the £20 donation for that, and also towards making me host Quarren Stream, apparently. That is our current stretch goal at 4,000. If we can make that by the end of this stream, then yes, apparently I am going to be granted the keys to host an episode of Quarren Stream. Thank you, Lee. You're being very generous with that potential offer. Jimmy Cato, welcome to the stream. Where or where did you come from?
Obvious answer. It was God, it was one of your past videos. It was
another Wonderwall, baby.
Yes, it was. It was when you were It was when you were first originally testing out the concept of the Wonderwall, especially the final ending part. And it was like, I remember seeing that, and then I think for a single week, I just binge watched all of your game shows, and it's like, you know what? This is actually a lot of fun going back and seeing game shows that, you know, growing up, I kind of had an interest in, but also some that were completely new and foreign to me because, you know, I'm from Australia, so hello.
Hello. We do have a few others from Australia as well, so you're in good company here in the community. It seems to be that people either know me from the Bothers Bar world, or they magically find my video on YouTube from that Wonderwall video. It's literally the only one that hits, and then sends people my way. I love it because it does the job for me, and I don't need to do any, you know, algorithm and shenanigans. I haven't done any of that kind of shit for ages. Good.
So just to quickly cut in to respond to chat. Yes, Oni, I am the same Jimmy that did Face Off last year. I've just changed my name.
Right.
Yes.
That's why I was like, I sort of remember name for some reason. I don't know why. That makes sense. It was over on Ben's side of things.
Yeah, I used to go under Jimmy T, but I've sort of done it. I've done a bit of rebranding and renaming, and so Jimmy Cato.
The circle is complete now. Jimmy Cato. I'll go with it like that then. Right. Okay. So let's get in then onto this battle on physics.
This
Chris,
is gonna be fun.
Hello there, Chris. Over to you now with a decision as to whether you would like to lead or follow going into this battle.
I am going to follow.
You are going to follow, as pretty much everybody else has done today when they have the decision to make. So, Jimmy, you are going to be answering first on this question.
Okay.
Name the 12 quarks and leptons listed in the standard model of elementary particles. We are looking specifically for any of the 12 listed and are explicitly excluding the 12 antiparticles. Jimmy, you're answering first. 5 seconds.
Photon? I wouldn't have a clue.
I'm afraid not, no.
Nah.
Photon is not...
I did not take in any sort of education, so...
It is not an answer I can accept there, I'm afraid. So yeah, if you're not into the world of like quantum physics and that, this is going to be pretty much a no chance for you. Chris.
The only thing of physics I know is what is it? Einstein's theory, or what is it? E equals mc squared or something?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. That's the general one. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, Chris, do you have any ideas of any answers?
Quark, Rom, Nog, Captain Cisco. Like, you know, that's.
Look at this guy. He knows everything. You'll be fine. You'll make it to the end.
The thing is, though, I know he's making up answers. Let's have a look at the actual answers. We have up and down. We have strange and charm. We have top and bottom as well. Electron, muon, tau, and then there's electron, neutrino, muon, neutrino, and tau, neutrino.
I did know up,
so
down, and
start.
strange. But I couldn't pass up a Deep Space Nine gag.
Yeah,
so.
I did appreciate that that little bit of a joke in there. Jimmy, unfortunately, it's a very quick visit for you here, but it's great to hear what a wonderful voice you have, and hope that you can stick around for. I know it's very difficult for you being in Australia with the different time zones and that, but
I
hey,
mean, it's difficult for you, mate, because you're over in the UK, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but...
so it's midday over here, so it's absolutely fine for me. But for you, absolute Iron Man over here. So get donating, chat. Get donating. Let's get him to that Quantanum stream or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's a quantum stream now. Not even call it quarantine stream anymore. We call it a quantum stream now. Can we get it rebranded with some tops and bottoms and things like that, please? Thanks. Goodbye. Right, I'm gonna leave them with that. Take care, Jimmy. Have a good one, and I'm gonna see you later.
Will.
Take care.
All right, later, Ash. Later, chat. Later, y'all. Bye.
Bye. I just wrote question one sentence. I love it when I don't even have to do anything, apparently. Right, okay. Chris, 10 questions in, and
I survived a battle.
You have survived a battle. Congratulations, and you have 6,000 in the bank. You're doing immensely well here, to be honest. Pretty much better than the average player, to be honest, today. So you can take that with you, and you can continue on and be even better than the average player. So where do you want to go next?
I'm gonna go crime fiction.
Crime fiction. The question on that one is: widely considered the first modern detective story, The Murders in the Rue Morgue, was written by which author? 10 seconds.
Agatha Christie, Dumas, Jules Verne, Victor Hugo. Nope, not coming to me.
Some great answers, but none of them sticking, I'm afraid. The answer we're looking for was Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe there. Toot and Pop Ramen was first in Twitch chat there, giving me that answer. Have a look at this this wonderful poll that's going on. There was a previous poll that I completely missed, actually, and I do apologise, Twitch chat, for that. But there is a second poll currently in where we are currently ranking as to whether you found me from That's Wonderwall video, whether you found me from the previous 500 questions, whether you found me from this 500 questions, or whether you found me some other weird way. You know, this is the kind of things where I you send a form out and do some analytics on and do some you know A/B testing to try and figure out what's actually happening with my stream. But apparently the mod's doing my work for me, which is it's great. Love it. Let's get this game continued on, though. We have a strike on the board, 11 questions down. Where next, Chris?
Let's close out puzzles.
Closing out the puzzles category with this. Which daily New York Times puzzle is edited by Sam Izersky and has a Twitter community called The Hive Mind? 10 seconds.
Spelling Bee.
Yes, it is.
Just did it this morning.
You just did it this morning? Ah, well, nicely done. We cleared that strike. Another 1,000 added to the board. 7,000 on the board there. Yeah, we're not talking about any other game shows that may have titles similar to Hive over on a different channel, namely Royal_Flush. Do give him a follow as well, because normally he streams on Saturday evenings, and I've just sort of, kind of like, no, I'm streaming a charity thing. No, bye. And he's very gracious in allowing me to do that stream today. So thank you, Ben, for doing that. I know he's already gone to bed and everything, but thank you for that. Let's keep going. 12 questions correct. 12 questions faced now, and we're continuing on. Where next, Chris?
Awards.
It's awards. Let's see if we can get a right answer in the awards category with this one. In 2021, which roguelike game received the first Best Video Game Hugo Award? 10 seconds.
Returnal? Roguelike. Nuclear Throne. What other roguelikes can I think of? Binding of Isaac, that's way too old.
No, I'm afraid not. Very, very
Oh
popular
no,
title.
it's not. It's Hades. No. Oh.
Twitch chat spoiling the answer for you there. Yeah, Hades.
I have
was the
80
answer.
hours in that game. What in the world?
It's difficult when that kind of thing happens. You just get this weird mental block, and it is just it's a difficult situation sometimes in the quiz. But don't worry about it. We can shake that off. It's only one strike of the board. We can easily clear that strike. Don't worry about it. We can just forget that happened.
Yep. Okay, we're gonna just all forget. Yep. Okay.
Absolutely.
Let's close out webcomics.
Closing out webcomics. See if we can clear that strike out with this. The 12 troll characters of Homestuck are each inspired by what symbols? 10 seconds.
Signs of Zodiac?
Yes, indeed, yeah. I have asked people to name the 12 trolls, but with names like Karkat, Tavros, and Terezi, I fear we may have ended up sounding like that one song from Prince of Egypt. Thank you very much for that little note there. I appreciate that. We continue on to our next category pick. Still doing well here, Chris.
Yeah. Let's go to voting systems.
Voting systems it shall be. The question is, with a name referencing an 1812 governor, what technique uses cracking and packing to create an electoral advantage? 10 seconds.
Gerrymandering.
Is correct. Very good. Doing very well now. Another correct answer. First on bounce there. Another 1,000 added. Brings you up to wow, my voice there. $9,000 now in the bank. 15 questions seen so far and still going strong. There's only 14 questions left in this 50, and then we'll have our final break before we go into the final 100. Let's see if we can get you to see the final 100 in some form, Chris. Where are we going next?
World religion.
World religion it shall be. The question of that one is this. La Prospero de la Homaro and La Casillage Voltage are translations of the Baha'i documents into which language praised by Abdul Baha? 10 seconds.
Spanish, Portuguese, Polish, Hungarian,
hydrate
Serbian,
and then hydrate again.
Blanking completely.
We have actually had this language come up earlier this evening. Anybody in chat know what it is? Yeah, there's a few people mentioning it. We were looking for the constructed language Esperanto.
Captain Kirk got me again.
No, that's a different kind of constructed language. A bit basic one, to be honest, as well.
No, Captain Kirk, William Shatner starred in an Esperanto movie.
Oh, my bad. I take that back there. I didn't know that. That is knowledge on me. Well, I do take that back. Apologise.
Can I have a strike back then? That's good
I can't do that, I'm afraid. That's just my ignorance as a host. So I can't do that. If I actually made a mistake in the game itself, then yes, I can give you the strike back. But no, that's just my ignorance as a host. I'm not that good at quizzing. You know. I try and put on this facade that I know all these answers that are right before me, but it's literally on the screen in front of me. So There's very little I actually know. Let's see if we can write that wrong, though, Chris. Where next do you want to go?
Awards, please.
Awards. Question is, named after a former Belgian entrant, the Barbara Dex Award recognises the most notable and remarkable outfits worn in which annual competition? 10 seconds.
The Met Gala, the Cannes Film Festival, the Olympics, the Nobel Peace Prize. An outfit in a competition.
Yeah, this is very much a sort of Eurocentric thing. Now, obviously, you are getting your own version of this year. In fact, very soon, in fact, I think. The answer we're looking for is the Eurovision Song Contest. The answer there. It is an absolute massive thing here in Europe, and of course in a couple of extra countries like Australia are also being invited to the fray, and there may even be more further in the future. And with America now having the American Song Contest, I think it is, or something along those lines.
Yes, and like everything else that comes from Europe, I'm waiting very impatiently to see how America manages to screw it up. So.
Well, we shall see what happens in that regard. I'm just going to top this little canister up with a bit more of this Pepsi, not Spawn type stuff, and I'll rehydrate a little bit. And,
please take a break, man. Please do.
Hey, we're nearly
hydrate.
at the next break point anyway. Don't worry about it. We are at 2 strikes though, so does mean we need a new player. And it's DVD Smith, Mr. DVD Smith, another person that has been away for the majority of the day. He was here right at the beginning of the stream and then disappeared from the lobby because he realised, oh yeah, I've got places to be, unfortunately. Well, you are now back here and welcomed to the game because the lobby is at this point where, well, pretty much everybody in has already played and we're trying to pick players that have not played before first. You are now meeting that criteria, DVD Smith, so please make your way to the green room and we'll get you sound checked and get you into this game post-haste. This critical point where Chris is on 2 strikes. How are you feeling at the moment, Chris?
I am. The number of options are starting to get narrow.
That is what happens, unfortunately, in this game. You're starting to run out of those backup questions to try and keep you in the game. But let's see how well you can hang on. David, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing, my friend?
That is good. I'm really good, actually, despite the voice saying otherwise.
I was going to say, I think how you're doing is the most important question here.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just the voice is just hanging on a thread right now. I'm just keeping an eye on it, and if it goes completely off, then obviously I do call it off. But I really don't want that to happen. I do want to get through the 500 questions, but we shall see. I think this is the. No, it's not the first time that you are here on Voice because you played Secret Fortune, didn't you?
I did. I think that was like the second stream I ever joined in on after discovering your channel, and we ended up winning the jackpot. So yeah, maybe it should have been a one and done. Maybe it's all going to go downhill from here. But yeah.
Well, let's see how it all goes for you. You do have a slight different situation here because this is a 2-strike scenario. So what you're doing here is picking a category for Chris to face on the next question. If Chris gets it right, then, well, both of you can sort of stick where you are. However, if Chris gets it wrong, then that does mean it is 3 wrong in a row, and then Chris will be... Thank you, audience. And then, David, you will be taking that hot seat spot. So, but essentially, to get into the control seat here, David, which category do you think is going to eliminate Chris?
What category would I think? Let's go for arts and crafts. Why not?
Arts and crafts. How do you feel about that decision, Chris?
That is one of the ones that is better, but it's not a lock for sure.
All right. Well, you got to get this right to stay in the game, Chris. Good luck. Here comes your question. With its vast size reflecting the large number of people who lost their lives to it, the NAMES Project Memorial Quilt aims to raise awareness of which illness? 10 seconds.
AIDS.
Say that again?
Cancer. AIDS.
Yes. I just caught the last part of it. I think Discord was doing weird things. I just wanted to make sure that was your first answer because it is critical, because if it was your first, you get the bonus $1,000 on top and also completely reset those strikes as well. Very good answer there. Congratulations. Up to 10,000 in your bank, which is
5 digits.
It's 5 digits, baby. And yeah, very few of our players have been able to get that far up. So you're doing very well here, Chris. And for you, David, do sit tight because we may come to you in a bit for another decision where if we get to 2 strikes or if we get to a battle, then you'll be in that. So do sit tight.
No worries.
For now, though, Chris, you're still in the driving seat. 11 questions left in this 50. And then we'll take our final break of the stream. Where do you want to go?
National parks.
The national parks. Question is, the 15 national parks of the UK are not considered as such according to the IUCN, instead classifying them as protected what? 10 seconds.
Land, environment, territory, territorial, land shares, no,
So close with going the land route there. Oh my god. And even saying land shares, you're literally 2 letters away from the right answer there. David, do you have any idea?
I was thinking something like protected. No, it's gone for me. I had an answer and then it's vanished.
The answer we're looking for is protected landscapes. Landscapes is the answer there. That's why I was so close with land shares, and even land. The first guess was like just work with that a bit more, and you would have had it. Goodness me. Well, it is a strike on the board for you, Chris, but we can still easily clear that off. Although we are running out of options, as you say, 10 questions left in this 50, and without puzzles gone, coins and currency, webcomics gone. Yeah, not many left to choose. Where do you want to go?
Voting systems.
Voting systems. Finishing that category off. Here's the question. The droop quota, an improvement of the original hair quota, is used when assigning seats in which method of proportional representation? 10 seconds.
Oh, this is a group. I know the concept. I can't know the name. Proportional. Multi-seat territory. I can't think of the name.
Unlucky there. David, do you happen to know?
It's not first past the post, is it? Is it
Just
coalitions or something like that?
It's not that either, no. Jack has got it, though, with STV. It's the single transferable vote we were looking for there. The hair quota is generally considered the quota that favours smaller parties, whilst droop favours larger parties. So, Chris, we're very quickly back into this danger territory of 2 strikes on the board. And you know what happens when we get to 3? We don't want to make it happen. David, control comes back to you again. Which category do you think Chris is worst at here?
Looking at the strikes, let's go awards.
Awards. The thing is, you're not immune, though, because this is a battle question. So both of you will need to step up here, and since we are on 2 strikes, it does mean 1 will be staying, 1 will be leaving the arena on this question on awards. So let's dim the lights. Chris, you're the one in the driving seat here. Would you like to lead or follow in this battle?
I would like to see the question first.
I can't do that.
I will follow.
You will follow. Okay, so David, you are answering first on this question.
Okay.
Name the 20 nominees for Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, and Best Supporting Actress at the 93rd Academy Awards. Winners are also included as listed as nominees here. This list concerns the 93rd Academy Awards, the results of which were unveiled on the 25th of April of 2021. David, you are answering.
So it's last year's.
Yes, David, you are answering first. 5 seconds.
Frances McDormand.
Yes.
Streep.
Just say that again, Chris.
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep.
Yeah, it's a complete shot in the dark.
It's not on that list, I'm afraid. So that does mean it is 3 wrong in a row. And Chris, although you were on a good run, that does mean you are... Oh, we hate to see it happen, but alas, your run has come to an end. Let's have a look at the remaining list. In fact, David, do you actually have any ideas of other answers before we continue on and reveal?
Yeah, there was Anthony Hopkins, Chadwick Boseman, Viola Davis, Daniel Kaluuya.
Yeah.
Who else was there?
Yeah, if this was a decade ago, I'd be able to tell you every single category, and I've not been following lately.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that'll do.
Well, let's have a look at all the other answers there. We've got Amanda Seyfried, Adra Day, Anthony Hopkins, as you said, Carrie Mulligan, Chadwick Boseman, Daniel Kaluuya, Gary Oldman,
Olivia Colman.
Olivia Colman.
Oh, Olivia Colman.
Sacha Baron Cohen got nominated? Wow.
Sacha Baron Cohen did indeed get nominated that year. Yes, Vanessa Kirby, Viola Davis, and Yun Yo-jung. That was the other answer there. So, Chris, it was your second bout here in the arena today. You managed to get yourself a nice run, to be honest. That was a really good run.
How many total questions was that?
You had a total progress count there of 21 with a total of 10,000 in your bank. So it's a very good performance there to go on for 21 questions there. And I hope you had a great deal of fun.
I had a tremendous amount of fun. Thank you so much for putting this on.
Ain't no problem at all. Thank you very much for playing. Chris, take care. We'll see you later.
I'm waving to everyone as I walk. Wave! This is a victory walk. I'm waving.
Which does mean, David, you take up the hot seat. Welcome to the other side of the stage.
Thank you.
Now, obviously, you were here right at the beginning of the stream, and then you had to disappear and do stuff. Did you think you'd actually end up here in the hot seat near the end of the stream? Or, I mean, we're not quite at the end of the stream. We haven't finished 80% yet.
Yeah, not at all. I wasn't expecting you guys to still be going when I got back. Like I left to go into London to meet some friends about 1:30, and then got back, midnight. So yeah, this is fun.
Well, here we go. It is your run to start then, but there's not many categories to pick from here. Only 8 questions left until we get to the end of this 50 and the end of the 100. So, which category would you like to go for, David?
Oh, honestly, none of them are that great. Let's start with physics.
Start with physics. Your first question then is this. Previously equal to the mass of the IPK. In 2019, the kilogram was defined in terms of what constant, named after a scientist born in 1858? 10 seconds.
Planck, Boltzmann.
Yeah, Planck's constant is correct. Nicely done. IPK standing for the International Prototype of the Kilogram. It's a good start for you there. Straight off the bat.
I'm not leaving with 0 questions correct.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what we like to see. Not a 0.
Goal achieved.
1,000 in the bank. 1 question seen. Let's keep going. Which category next?
Crime fiction.
Crime fiction it shall be. The question is, which John Grisham character appears in the title of books with subtitles including Kid Lawyer, The Abduction, and The Accused? 10 seconds.
Oh, John Grisham's always a weakness of mine. Miller. No, nothing.
No, unfortunately not. Anybody in chat know that one? Toot got it. Theodore Boone was the answer we're looking for there.
Never would have got that.
Well, there is a strike on the board then that we need to get rid of. There's not many categories left, only the 4 you can pick from here.
This could be a very short stint.
So pick your poison.
National parks.
National parks. It is a top 10 challenge. So, first of all, we do need to pick somebody else, though, to face off against. And that pick is Ondi, 1994, who's joined us very late on as well. Ondi, would you like to please make your way to the green room, please? Hello, Whiskers, where are you going? I know where you're going, and I know you want more treats, but there's literally only a few questions left until the next break, okay? Can you just wait a moment? You know how to time it, you do, don't you, huh? Don't worry, you will get yourself a little treat in the break in a moment, okay? Thank you.
Hello?
Hello there, Ondi. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing?
Oh, well, I'm pretty shocked that I have been picked by the random.
It's how it goes, especially as we come to the end of the stream, as it's gone through quite a few names already. We're just sort of picking the remainder that have not yet had a go. So welcome to the stream, Ondi. Welcome to the game. And this is a top 10 challenge. So What it means is that David has the choice here of either playing for himself or passing over to Ondi to play against David, as it were. So, David, what do you want to do here on this top 10 challenge?
I will go second.
It's not a case of going second. It's either one of you does it and the other one doesn't.
All right, okay.
Yeah, it's not a battle in this case.
Sorry. I will pass.
You're going to pass it. So, Ondi, what that means is you're going to have to give me 5 correct answers from the 10 possibilities in 15 seconds. If you can do that, then you'll keep yourself in the studio here, in play, and you'll also give David 1 extra strike on his board. What that would mean, of course, then, once we get to 2 strikes, is you get to pick the next category for David to face to potentially then eliminate him from the game. So, Ondi, are you ready?
Not quite, but we need to the show go on, so...
Absolutely. So, good luck to you here, Ondi. You need to give me 5 correct answers here on this one. Name 5 of the 10 most visited national parks of the United States in 2021. According to the National Park Service, the site must be the current name of a national park located within the US. This means we are excluding, for instance, the Golden Gate National Recreation Area. 15 seconds.
I have absolutely no idea about the United States parks. Like, Nashville? I have no idea. I'm really bad in national parks, honestly, so... I have no idea about the national parks in the US.
It's always so tough when that happens, when you get given a question you have no idea on. David, would you have had any idea there?
I don't know if I'd have got 5, but I was thinking Yellowstone, Yosemite,
Yes.
Everglades, Grand Canyon,
Yes.
Appalachia, possibly,
Nope.
Cascadia.
Nope.
I think I'd probably have Great Lakes. I don't know.
No on that one either. You got 3 of them, though, so 3 of 5. Let's have a look at the complete answer set. We had Acadia Glacier, Grand Canyon, Grand Teton, Great Smoky Mountains, Indiana Dunes, Rocky Mountain, Yellowstone, Yosemite, and also Zion. That was the last one you could go pick. So, Ondi, unfortunately, were not able to give me 5 of 10. A bit of a tough question for you there, but unfortunately that's how the game goes. I hope you've been having fun watching the stream, though, Ondi.
Yeah, I have, and I just try my luck.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all we ask, really. Thank you very much for playing, and we'll see you later, Ondi. Take care.
Thank you.
All right. David's still in the hot seat here after 3 questions, and there's 5 questions left up here before we go for another set of 50. So, David, what would you like to see?
There's 2 left in it, so we'll try World Religion.
World Religion. Okay. Question there is, what name is given to the traditional gate found as the entrance of a Shinto shrine? 10 seconds.
Doorway. Konnichiwa. I don't know. Oh, this is no.
Now it's very interesting you say
These are
doorway because
brutal categories for me.
Because part of the Japanese word for door is sort of in there in a way. To, I think, is the Japanese word, or so the traditional Japanese word for door. The answer we're looking for is a tori gate. Tori.
Okay.
Yes. The gates are one of the most notable symbols of Shinto. It's, 2 upright planks of wood and then 1 along the top. It's pretty much, you know what it looks like, even if you don't really know what you think it is, but you definitely know what it is. It's a tori. Okay, strike back on the board. We need to get rid of it. 4 categories left, and there's only 1 in each as well. This is it's a bit sketchy, but if you can get through this, then you will get to see a brand new set of categories. So let's see if you can get there.
It's just survival at this point.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, they're all terrible. Arts and crafts.
Arts and crafts. Oh, no. It's a battle. Of course it's a battle. So what that means, we've got to bring somebody else in. Who is it going to be? Who's going to face you on this battle? It is a Bitter Otter. Bitter Otter has been picked to play in this battle. Where are you, Mr. Otter? Where are you? Please find your way to the green room, and we'll get you all sound checked and facing off here against David DVD Smith on this battle. Ooh, this is a very interesting battle, actually. I like this one. Do we have a Bitter Otter in the Discord? I'm presuming Shy Wolf Ghost is alias for Bitter Otter. I should be able to check the profile to see if that is the case. They don't have their Twitch link profile, so I can't exactly prove that, but we'll go with it and we'll say that it is. We'll say that is an alias as such. Let me quickly check the donations to see if there's anything else that's come in since it's been a while since I've actually checked, actually. No further donations from what I can see. The last one was Lugaru's £20 one, which I do greatly appreciate. Thank you very much for that donation, and any other donations that you want to contribute. I know we're coming to the somewhat near towards the end of the stream. We're not quite there yet. We're just about at the 80% mark. We still have another 100 questions to get through. We will get there. We will get to the end, folks. Honest gov. But yeah, this stream is running a lot longer than I originally had planned, certainly compared to the previous 500 questions we did, which I've already done by now, the previous 500 questions. But stuff has just happened, honestly. Stuff has just happened. And we're going to keep motoring on and see how far we can get. Right. Do we have a Bitter Otter, or are we going to have to push on to somebody else, because we're taking a fair time in the... Oh, there we go. Hello there, Shy Wolf?
Yeah, that would be me. I have a different... Hi, I'm just gonna live that. Hello.
You can confirm it is a match. Thank you, Skulk. I appreciate that. Hello there, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? How are you doing?
Pretty good. Got Jim.
That's good to hear. Thank you, Ondi, over in Twitch chat there, gifting out a sub there to H Kitchen, 8 Kitchen even, should I say. Thank you very much for that gifted sub. That is amazing support. Right, we need to get into this here battle on arts and crafts. David, you are the one in the hot seat. You get to decide whether you want to lead or follow in this battle.
I will follow.
You're going to follow. Okay, so... how do you like to be named? Do you want to be Bitter Otter or Shy Wolf, or what does your name prefer?
Shy Wolf's fine.
Shy Wolf, we'll go with that then. All right, so Shy Wolf, you are going first then on this question. Let's press the button like that.
Once we get one right.
Name the 18 fruits, other than orange, which appear in the names of Crayola colours. We are looking for the 18 fruits aside from orange which are named in the official names of Crayola crayon colours as listed on the Crayola website. We will not accept chestnut, mahogany, asparagus, and almond. Though these plants technically have fruits, the fruit is not what the word is typically taken to refer to, but anything else that is a fruit we'll accept, barring, of course, orange. So, Shy Wolf, you're answering first. 5 seconds.
Green apple?
I'll take apple, yes.
Peach.
Yes.
Grape.
Yes.
Plum.
Yeah.
Lemon?
Yes.
Strawberry.
Yes. Need an answer. An answer?
Oh, raspberry, sorry. I don't think that's loud enough. I don't think it's right enough.
There's an answer. I'll take it.
Oh, it's right?
Apricot?
Yes.
Ho.
Kiwi?
Kiwi. That's an answer you've given.
Yeah, that's the one I gave.
Unfortunately, there is not a kiwi fruit up there in the Crayola Crayon set, I'm afraid. There were some really good answers in there, though. Yeah, raspberry, strawberry, apricot, all up there. And some other great answers as well. Anybody in chat want to hazard some guesses at some others here? Blueberry, you would think, given the word blue in it and it being a berry, no, it's not on this list, I'm afraid.
Can I ask, was melon or watermelon on the list? Because those were ones I was going through.
So in the case of that, what I would say is watermelon is correct, and melon is also correct as a separate answer.
Wow.
Cantaloupe
So
in there?
both there.
Now that I've...
Cantaloupe is a more specific version of a melon, so
Melon.
that wouldn't count here. Yeah, they're already under there as melon or watermelon. Right, let's go through our answers that we had missed off. We had banana, cherry, clementine.
Banana, of course.
Oh, nice.
Eggplant or aubergine was up there as well. Lime, mango, melon, and olive. Again, is technically a fruit in this case. Tangerine and watermelon.
Watermelon, yes.
Watermelon, indeed. Those were the ones we did miss off there. So, Shy Wolf with some good guesses in there, including raspberry, which is, is a sort of a far shout. But yeah, there is a Crayola colour out there with raspberry in its name. But unfortunately, not enough knowledge to keep you in the game. And we've got to say goodbye. But I hope you've been having a lot of fun watching along with the stream and be able to join here.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, lovely. We'd love to hear that. Well, thank you very much for playing. And we'll catch you later. Take care.
Take care and good luck.
Thank you. And also good luck to David as well. Hopefully to continue on their streak. Let's move on. Let's see how far we can get through here, David. 5 questions seen. 3 questions left in this stack. Now, if you can get just one of these correct, then you're guaranteed to see the next 50. But
yeah.
We need to get one right for that to happen. So,
okay.
Where are we going?
Crime fiction.
Crime fiction.
I'm going to hope Sherlock Holmes comes up.
Let's see. Your question is, following from the success of The Thursday Murder Club, which crime novel by Richard Osman was published in September of 2021? 10 seconds.
Oh God, what's the name of it? It's the man who died twice.
Yes, just getting there in time.
I knew it was something some weird sort of title like that.
Very well
I saw it in a
done
bookshop
there.
this afternoon.
Ooh, just in time there with a second to spare. The man who died twice. Well, not for you, not quite yet. 1,000 extra added to the bank there, and does also mean you are guaranteed to see at least one question in the next 50, in the next set of 10 categories.
Okay, wow.
There's a bit of a sense of relief now that you've done that, but the more correct answers you get here, then obviously the more questions you'll be able to see for a guarantee moving on. So, world religion or national parks, which shall it be?
National parks.
National parks. Okay, question there is, in 1996, Chad McKittrick was jailed for killing what type of animal reintroduced to Yellowstone National Park 1 year prior? 10 seconds.
Beaver, wolf, bear.
Good answer there, wolf. Yes. Yellowstone was reintroducing wolves as part of a broad strategy to tackle elk overpopulation. So, good answer there. Not your first bounce, but keeps you strikeless, which is all that really matters right now. And one question left, which is on world religion.
Okay.
And it's a regular question. So, the question is, the Gateless Barrier is a collection of what form of story used frequently across Zen Buddhism? 10 seconds.
Oral, allegory, metaphor, I don't know.
There's a specific term we're looking for here rather than sort of general broad like
right,
oral or anything like that. There are a few people shouting in chat there what the answer is. Yes, it is a koan. Koan we're looking for there.
Is that not the Islamic holy book?
That's the Quran.
The Quran.
Koan.
No, I've not heard that term, so that's
Koan, Goan. So that is the end.
She's not an ice skater, Michelle Koan.
Oh my goodness me. Anyway, we are at the end of that stack there. Thank you very much to Dogfish for a wonderful stack 8 there at the end of that there. David, relax for a little bit because we're going to take a very short break here in between these hundreds. Just 100 questions left, folks, and we can then be done with this stream. Goodness me, we're nearly there, folks. We are nearly there. Let's cut to me over here. Let's put some of that pretzel music on as well because the epic track is great currently. And we're going to take a very quick break this time. 10 minutes, and then we'll be back with the final part of 500 questions this time round. Go and take a breather. Go and get some food if you need to. Go get a drink. I'll be back here at 1:33. There or thereabouts. See you in a moment. Take care, and I'll see you in about 10 minutes.